Hi everyone, Shoni from Shoni Gaming here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon or a morning or wherever you are in the world. And yeah, today we are once again flying across the world. 440,000 kilometers. Here we go again. Yesterday we flew all the way across Finland, which was really cool. I really enjoyed that. It was a beautiful flight. We did have to set the time, reset the time a few times because, well, as you guys know, I stream during daytime hours in the Netherlands, which means that when time starts to shift, I might be flying in the dark, so that's not a good thing. And simply because we can't see the beautiful surroundings via our areas that we are flying in. That's the reason why we are flying this flight. So yeah, we have to adjust those flights. First things first, however, I have to reconnect my a few things here. I see. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so. First things first, let's switch over to what we did yesterday. Yesterday we flew from Kitala right there in above the Arctic Circle, all the way down to Vaasa near the coast, which was a wonderful flight. We had a few people coming in saying hello and also telling us very few nice information, lots of information of the surrounding areas, which was really cool, and it was an excellent flight. It was so beautiful. The sun setting and flying along the Baltic coast right there, it was beautiful. Well, today we will be flying all the way along the coast again into along the Baltic coast right there, and we will be heading over towards, yes, Sweden. Yes, we will be leaving Finland. Our next country on the list is Sweden. We will be landing in Stockholm, flying a bit around Stockholm to see the sights a little bit. I think the Ericsson Globe is there, which should be really cool, and yeah, it should be really interesting. So yeah, let's see how the weather is doing right there. Well, as you guys can see, it is really storming out there. But that's kind of funny, because this is what you're seeing right there. That's actually gusting winds. That's not the actual winds right, that are at low level. Maybe if I switch that back, you can see, yeah, that's a lot better. On the surface, it's a lot better, but it's gusting along the coast. That means, however, that I can take off, so that's a good thing. And also what's very nice, well, we will be flying at 2,000 feet. You guys can see that I adjusted it right here. I adjusted it to 2,000 feet, and you can see the gusting coming up. It won't be raining, fortunately, so that's good. And the clouds are, well, not that bad, actually, at the moment. It's not that bad. However, low clouds is good, so we should have good visibility. Last thing we need to check, of course, is the temperature. And well, it's green. It's good. It's like about between 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, so that's good. No freezing up this time. It should be fine. Now, as I said, we will be flying during daytime, which means that I had to figure out when does the sun set in Stockholm and work our way back along the hours of flight that we are doing. So it sets at 15:43 in Stockholm itself. However, I'm not sure if that's also standard European time, and I think it isn't still. I think it's still 1 hour more than in the +1 in Central European Standard Time. So that means the sun will set there at 14:43. So I had to set the time at 11:43 when we take off, or at least 3 hours earlier. So around 11 o'clock, which means that now it's 1 o'clock. If I set it at 11 o'clock, we should be good. We should basically be good. So let's do that. So it says 14:40 right there, and let's push that back to 11:40. 11:41. Well, nope. 11:04. Wait a second. It's 11:04. That's what it should be, right? 11:04. That's good. So we should be having daylight all the flight through. That should be good. I'm using live weather. I may be switching to Unreal weather again. It kind of depends on whether we are having thunderclouds again, which is really annoying. But yeah, it does happen, however. Let me set this always on top. Oh, I did not switch, so you guys did not see that. There we go. Hang on a tick. There we go. That's better. Also, I got my my Flight Sim Toolkit Pro working again. So we have the map again. We have the flight information right there at the top again. So that's good as well. That's good as well, right there. All right. Well, I've loaded up the flight already, and let me see. Let me see. First things first. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Here we go. This should be working right now. You know what? Let's get this show on the road. And I clicked the wrong button again. I'm such a dumbass. Yeah. There we go. On our way. Of course, the coffee, which is always and ever important. Always and ever important. Then we need to set up our aircraft. The time is good. The weather is good. Ish. And, yeah. That means that if we set everything correctly, I may have to sneak off for a few seconds. But, yeah. I will be staying in the air so you guys can enjoy the sights. You just will see a be right back message over my ugly mug. So yeah. Let me see. Vaasa, which we had a real strange problem yesterday. Yesterday we tried to land and we couldn't land because it denied us VFR rights to land. It just had IFR rights. It was really weird. Now let's pop this out again because we won't be needing that. We got the actual map. Yes. Ah, it's working again. Ah, the joys. And the funny thing is, I never even updated anything from Sim Toolkit Pro. Never did anything. It just started working again, out of the blue. So no clue as to why that was. There we go. All right, we have our GPS coordinations set, of course. Let's zoom in so we can see the runway right there. We have a nice close-up of that. Let's use the wind settings again because we will be needing that, especially. I'm not sure if gusting actually works in the game. Some people say it do, some people say it doesn't. I have no clue, to be honest. I have no clue. So it's there's a lot of discussion if it does or does not work. I don't know. But yeah, better safe than sorry, I say. Better safe than sorry. We can turn off the caution, of course. That's no problem. Let's see. Navigation light, strobe lights. We need to do that on. Landing lights can be off in a minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay, bearing. There we go. That's the first one. The first leg, about 100 nautical miles. It will be about a 3-hour flight today. So that's not bad. That's not bad. And as I said, we will be circling around... We will be circling around Stockholm a little bit. Other than that, we will be flying nicely along the coast, taking in the views. It will be gorgeous. It will be absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. All right, we have that. We have that. Bearing back. There we go. I think we are good to go, guys. Yeah. Oh, nope. No. Altitude. Always forget the altitude. Let's set that to 2,500. Should be comfortable enough. 2,500 feet. There we go. All right. Well, let's bump up the volume. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? No. Do not start drifting. No. Oh, it's fighting me again. It's really annoying that the sensitivity settings... Why? No! What is going on? Wow! That was interesting. Huh. Let's go to the settings again, because I think there's something really strange going on with my settings. Yeah. It basically turned off all my sensitivity settings again. So that explains that. Hey, Jamal, it turned off my sensitivity settings. That was really weird. It's like it did not... So there we go. Now you guys can see it. It's right there. That was strange. That was really strange. And I seem to be having this problem a lot. I don't know why, but I seem to be having this a lot. Yeah, that was exactly and nearly a back. Well, would it be? Would it be Wien? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. That might be a technical issue, but yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Well, let's see if we can get this puppy back towards the runway. And now it's working. Hey, that's interesting. Fire the mechanic, yeah, definitely. That was so strange. It's still veering off to the left. It's still extremely veering off to the left. Why is it doing this? What is going on? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. No, not windy. Well, it is windy, but not from that direction. So it's like 20 knots. So it's not that bad, actually. But it just seems to veer off to the left extremely. I have no clue as to why. What is going on? No, not a shortcut. Nearly a crash, actually. Nearly a crash. I could just save it. Just. But only just. As soon as I start to speed up. Alright. We're back where we started. But now I have to figure out what is going on. Because this is really strange. Somehow my rudder just does not seem to be working correctly. Is it set correctly to the... Yeah, it is. There it is. It's back. Right. T-rudder. Sensitivity. My rudder seems to be all over the place, and I have no clue as to why. Well, let's change the sensitivity a little bit. How about 25? 25. Let's try that. That was really strange. Hold on a tick, hold on a tick. There's something going on here. Yeah. And the dead zone doesn't seem to be... It doesn't seem to be... It seems to be off. Can you guys see that? Right there. It's slightly off. It's slightly off. Nope, nope. Let's do that -1. -4. Minus... something like that. That is really strange. Alright. Fingers crossed. Let's hope this works. Fly and save. Let's see if this works. And it's veering off again. Veering off again. Badly. I have to adjust it each and every time. I'm nearly at full left rudder. Full right rudder. No. No, 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 no. Come on. Well, at least I got it up in the air, but that's not good. There is something really strange going on. And I don't know what, and I don't know why. But I'm up in the air. At least that's something. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge to land. Yeah, it is. And I have no clue as to why. This was completely bonkers. Whew. Well, at least we're up in the air. That's something.
Cessna Sierra November Golf, continue for south departure.
That is something.
When you leave my airspace.
What also is very weird, by the way, is that apparently the resolution of my ATC has changed. Oh god, yeah. Really, really. Really, Runic. Ah, so that might have been the problem. That might have been the problem, yeah. Well, I don't mind if they hotfix something, you know, that's fine. But don't start to break things. That is something they really should look at more.
Sierra November Golf, did you hear my
Yes, I heard your last transmission.
Vaasa Tower, Cessna Papa Hotel. Sierra November Golf. Continue for south departure.
Alright, that was completely bonkers, guys. That was absurd. That nearly killed me as well. That nearly killed me. Good lord. But, as I said, I am flying sideways, basically. Or is that just me? And it is windy. It is truly windy. But yeah. So the gusting might be actually working. And this also might be a reason why I might not have taken off today. But, that being said, I'm pretty sure that by the time we reach Stockholm, the wind should have died down quite a lot. So yeah, it is truly windy. It is truly windy, guys. Yeah. Let's see, what's the, what is it say? Yeah, 36 knots. Right there. 37 knots. Ah, yeah. Well, let's see how this holds out. We'll just see how this holds out. They updated, yeah. Definitely, they must have done something with the wind. It is definitely different, Runic. This is completely different. Yeah. Wow. But a little heads up would have been nice. You know, a little heads up would have been quite nice. Well, let's head for the coast a little bit. Because we do want to see a little lovely coastline. That's why we are flying along the coast of Finland. So, at least we are up in the air now. I think we are now flying at a comfortable... Yeah, we are now cruising at a comfortable 2,200, 2,300 feet. Which should be good enough. But the wind, wow! And as I say, I don't mind them patching. Actually, I think patching is a rather good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah. They mentioned it on the last... on the live Microsoft Flight Simulator Twitch channel stream. Okay. As I said, there were... I've seen a lot of discussion between people flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hey, Javier? I don't know. But hope you have a wonderful day, man. Hope you have a wonderful day. Glad you can join us right here. Yeah, we nearly... you just missed out on an almost crash. Yeah, you're from Spain. Oh, okay, welcome then. Oh, thank you for the follow. I truly appreciate that, man. I truly appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, and hello to Spain from the Netherlands, yeah. Hope you are doing well in Spain. Hope you are doing well and hope you're healthy, man. Yeah, it's you just missed out on a crash. Apparently they did something to the wind mechanics, and yeah, I was nearly blown from the runway. So that was a really close call. But what do you guys think? If I would have crashed, would that consist of a crash on my behalf or my fault, which means Innsbruck as a save point, as you guys might know, or is that a technical issue? Technical issue. They didn't really announce it that they would change the gusts and the wind and stuff like that. And would that consist of a technical issue? So yeah, only if you can prove it was technical. Yeah. Oh, then I had to do the research first, is to see if Microsoft Flight if Asobo actually changed something. Well, I have to prove right here. Objection, Your Honor. You're back to Innsbruck, baby. Javier, it's Javier. Javier, if I'm saying it wrong, by the way, please correct me. But if I crash due to my own accord, that would mean I have a save point in Europe. That's Innsbruck. And if I crash due to my own accord or my own stupidity, which I have, that will mean I have to restart my flight in Innsbruck, fly all the way back to my last save point, which would have been Vaasa in Finland in this case, and then take off again and do the flight. So that would basically means I'm once again 2 days out. I did a incredibly stupid thing above Lithuania. I tried to fly my aircraft, my 172, I tried to fly it upside down. As I'm an extremely bad pilot, I of course ripped my aircraft apart due to the overspeed that I had, and basically went instantly back to my save point in Innsbruck. I had to fly all the way back from Innsbruck to Minsk, and then that cost me 2 days, and then do the flight again. That was also, by the way, during a Free Flight Friday, which means that was a flight where anyone can join. Tomorrow we have another one. But yeah, it was kind of dumb. It was truly, truly stupid. Funny as hell, though. It was funny as hell. Let's say that. Let's say that at least. But yeah, it made a lot of people laugh out loud, even. Honestly, it even made me laugh. So yeah, I can laugh at my own stupidity, and I can laugh at my own dumb assery. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Coffee, by the way. Coffee. Very important. So yeah. But as of now, thank God we are in the air. I'm truly worried about landing in Stockholm, because that's in the middle of Stockholm city, basically. So yeah, as long as I'm in the air, I'm good. The landing, and the weird thing is, as you guys can see, I'll show you that, because actually, I may be having a point right there for you, Runic. Let me pull up my sky vector right there. If we go to Vaasa, there's Vaasa, and if you guys can see the line which it says below, it says 16 knots, but it's gusting to up to 26 knots. So yeah, okay. So there's like the line after auto. Do a flip. No, I will not do a flip. Hi, Aussie Killer. No, I will not do a flip. I did that 3 weeks ago, and that meant I had to go back to my save point, which was really annoying. So it cost me 2 days of flight. If I crash and burn, then that means I get to go back to my save point. So no, I did that once. People even threw money at me to do it again, and I'm not doing that. So yeah. Yeah, sure I can. Yeah, I can. There you go. That's the cockpit camera right there. That's the cockpit camera right there. And it is gusting right there. Actually, we are at 40 knots. So yeah, basically I should not be flying this. Basically, I should not be flying right now. But yeah, it's a bit between VFR and having fun, you know, guys. It's a bit between VFR and having fun. If my aircraft actually freezes over, or its winds up to 50 knots, then yeah. What version is this? This is the 172 G1000. No, it's not the standard. It's not the steampunk one. This is the no. You get the steampunk, the one with the dials, the 172. You get that in the premium. I have that, by the way, but I'm flying in the G1000 because I started my flight when I only had the standard version. So yeah, and in the standard version you get the 172. I am basically flying it around the world. I'm doing every country that I can. No, I will not do it, Aussie Killer. No. You cannot convince me. And by the way, thank you, Econ Turbo. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it awfully. But yeah, sorry about that. Thank you for the follow, man. I truly appreciate that. Hope you are enjoying it. Yeah, it is a G1000, so I was like going like, can you do it in a 152? Well, a 152 basically has a range of like 400 nautical miles, which means some countries or islands were out of reach for me, and I found that really a shame. So my only option then was to choose the Cessna 172. I have a sorry, there's something. Oh, that's the beeping of the of the flight height. I have the Logitech yoke. I have the Logitech yoke and throttle system, so I'm really enjoying that. I was quite lucky. I got it in June for my birthday. Hey, and happy birthday to me. But yeah, it's I got that for my birthday from my wife, and basically it was sitting in the box until the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, I was one of the fortunate people who actually got their hands on a Microsoft flight yoke before they were all sold out. So yeah, that's I was really fortunate with that. And blessed. Oh yes. Truly blessed. Truly blessed. So yeah, it's I was really lucky with that. And we are having, actually, other than the wind, we are having a truly wonderful day, guys. It does seem that the water is somewhat more choppy, or is that just me? Is that just me? Could be. It looks a little bit more choppy than it usually does. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, it's... so at the moment I am flying all around the world. For those that join me and have not seen this... yeah, it is really windy. Look there. Look there, Jamal. Ouch. 41 knots. But, funnily enough, and Runik just mentioned it, when I took off, I nearly crashed because of the wind, apparently. And it should not be that windy on ground level. So I think they changed something, but didn't forget to mention it or something. It's really weird. I've never had this problem before. This is a new one for me. So yeah, it's... That was quite a scare when I took off. That nearly meant that I had to go back to Innsbruck. Almost. Thank God it worked out just fine. I could barely save the craft, barely. No, actually, I have not. I have been. I've flown once in a 152 in the backseat, and my wife actually gave me a present that if I if I still fly after a year, so I'm still doing this flight after a year, and this flight, by the way, the flight plan that I've planned out will at least take 3.5 years, guys. I'm not kidding. It will actually take me 3.5 years to fly. Okay. Sorry, I just got a slight interruption from my wife. The flight that I'm after a year, I get I get an actual flight lesson in a 172 G1000 from where I started in Lelystad. So that's actually pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool. Yeah. But no, I have never flown an actual plane before. I'm not a pilot. I do not have a PPL. I do not have a pilot's license or anything like that. I'm just learning to fly my craft and just having a little bit of fun. Yeah. So yeah, it's I am as they say, a learning pilot. I'm just flying around VFR also. I wanted to do the VFR flight simply because I want to see everything, and I just want to. I mean, it's no problem if you can if you use an A320 and fly from A to B. That's really cool, by the way, and I enjoyed that too. But I truly wanted to see the world up close, and well, let's face it, Microsoft Flight Simulator gives you that option. It is the first time that you actually have this much visual spectacle, basically, when you're flying an aircraft. So yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, I think with Jamal, I think, that it looks visually so real and so good. This should be used in actual simulators to train pilots, basically. It looks that good. It truly does look that good. However, if they keep changing the wind factors and stuff like that, it might be very interesting. Oh, I've got like 120 something subscribers, I think. 120. Oh, subs. You mean subs or followers? I don't know how many subs I have actually at the moment. Not that many, but yeah. Subs. No, I don't have that many subs. I started just to give you guys a slight picture of how this, slight idea of how this came to be. I actually started this stream 9 weeks ago when I took off from Lelystad in the Netherlands. So that's near Amsterdam, near Amsterdam Airport, basically. And 9 weeks ago, I just started this for fun. I actually had planned the entire flight already in June, and seeing as I just wanted to fly the flight anyway, I was going to do this anyway. but high or flow, one of my followers, and Melvius Gaming, who is also a streamer. They both suggested to me, man, you have to stream this. You have to stream this. This is so cool. You have to. This is so cool. This is so mad. This is so crazy. Yeah, this is perfect for streaming. I was like, yeah, well, okay, I don't know. So yeah, I've never streamed before. I played games before all nearly 40 years for all my life, but I've never, and I've watched streams before. Of course I did, but yeah, I mean it never occurred to me that I might be streaming this or talking to you guys or having fun with this. And so yeah, I started streaming about 9 weeks ago, and that's where things started growing. I now have 125 followers. I have, let's see, how many subs do I have actually? Where can I find this? Followers channel. Let's see. So yeah, I've just been here for like 1.5, 2 months. I've never streamed before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just an idiot. With a camera on my face and a microphone near me. So yeah, and the yapping thing, I do that basically all the time. This is just me. Maud actually knows me in person. She can confirm this, and there are a few others who actually know me in person. I basically do not shut up. Yeah, and I know that, but let's face it, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. Well, it could be my problem. It kind of depends if they make it my problem, but yeah. But most of the time, people simply ignore me. Well, you are quite welcome, Jamal. You are quite welcome. So yeah, it's as I said, I just keep yapping all the time. And the only time I'm silent is when I sleep. What? That I'm an idiot who always yaps 24/7. Basically, it's that, Maud. Basically, it's that. Come on, girl, wake up. Wake up and smell the begonias. Come on. Coffee, by the way. That's one of the few times I'm silent, and when I sleep sometimes I'm silent. Yeah. Ah, there's the ignoring thing. Right there. Yeah, that's the ignoring thing that she's talking about. Yeah, that's the one. Right there. Oh, I got a squawk. Let's squawk, shall we? Yeah. It does look beautiful today, guys. Even though it's extremely windy, it is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Such a pretty day. Yep, okay. So now we are heading, by the way, where are we going? I'm flying from Vaasa and I'm heading south. I'm in Finland, so that basically narrows it down somewhat. Oh, we're heading over to Turku. Turku? Yeah, I sorry. I am botching up names of towns, and I'm botching up names of people, and sorry about that. But yeah, it's going quite well so far. We are heading over to Turku, then we are flying over to Åland Island, which is basically an archipelago in the middle of the between Finland and Sweden. It has an airport. It's basically an autonomous region, I think, but that's where we had it, and from there we will be flying on to Stockholm. Yes, to IKEA country. Here we come. Sorry for the people in Sweden who I just insulted. So there. I'm sorry. We're going to Sweden and there is no assembly required. That's nice. That's nice for a change. Yeah, but other than that, look at these beautiful sights. Exactly, this was why we were talking yesterday with Jamal about this. I mean, look at that. This is realism to the max. To the max, you know. It's so dang pretty. It is so dang pretty. I mean, it looks accurate. It is accurate. Everything's there. The roads are there. The towns are there. It's the trees are there. And what amazes me to this very day is that no human hands ever touched this. This what you're seeing right there, it was not built by human hands. They just fed a satellite image into the AI and it spit out this. There you go. I mean, Mind blown. Black magic. And I've been on IT for nearly 30, at least 30 years, even more. So, yeah. I mean, let's face it, AI can be really scary, but it can also do incredibly beautiful things. Oh, by the way, which reminds me, I still need to... sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And we need to get the fuel mix a little bit better. I know I am pushing, by the way, as you guys can see, my RPMs are really high. I'm running my aircraft really hot. There is a reason for that, which I will explain to you in a second. Let me have a look. There we go. Yes, the mixture is getting better and better. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I think that's good enough. There we go. Right. So, the reason why I am flying this fast as I am is the fact that, as I told you guys, I am flying all around the world. Yes, I am. Well, there are a lot of people who are at the moment flying all around the world. It's not that interesting. Well, it is interesting, of course. It is fun. It is fun to see. But, you know, I'm not the only one doing that. However, as far as I know, I am the only one that's actually flying to every country in the world and flying around it a little bit. Which means that around the world flight, which takes up to 40 to 60,000 kilometers, usually comes down to me for around 440,000 kilometers. Yeah, I'm not kidding, 440,000 kilometers. I'm not sure if Sky Vector is logged in. No, it's not. I'll be loading that, by the way. I need to... because in Sky Vector I mapped everything out, so that's the reason why I am... Yep, I'm botching it up again. Oh, I'm botching everything up. We also... No, we are not plotting the moon, Maut. You know we are not... You cannot fly to the... Fly me to the moon. No. No. Yeah, basically it's 440,000 kilometers is basically all the way to the moon. Yeah, it is. It is. Exactly. Yeah, that is quite true. Yeah. It is quite true. It is quite true. 440,000 kilometers is the moon. You are quite right there, Maut. Let me give a second. I need to sign in so I can load up my map. Once again, my username is Shoni. You are such a dumbass. Why are you flying this.com? And my password is... Hey, look at me. I nearly crashed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seemed to... Yeah, that worked. Awesome. So, we are now logged in, as you guys can see. Shoni Gaming right there. And let's see if I can load up my flight plan. This might go... let's see what... I can load my journey so far. That might be interesting for you, for the new persons, for the new people who just came on. This is what we have flown so far. So we have flown from the Netherlands all the way on to... You know what? I'm going to set it to... no, I'm not going to set it to autopilot. I am going to head down south. We will be flying along the coast of Finland right here. There we go. Bouncy, bouncy, up and downsy. Yep. Alright. That's good enough. Right. We have flown from the Netherlands on to Germany, Denmark, then we flew to Poland, the Czech Republic, to Slovakia, we flew to Hungary, right down there we flew to Serbia, then on to Bulgaria, Romania, yes, we flew across Dracula's Castle during a thunderstorm. Ah, that was cool. On to Moldova, nearly crashed there in a thunderstorm, which wasn't nice. Flew all the way down here to the Ukraine, round and round to Kiev, and then up to Chernobyl, which was really cool. Then we flew all the way through Belarus into, I think this is Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and then on to Finland, where we flew over Helsinki, all the way up north towards the Arctic Circle. Then we flew back, and now we just took off here in Vaasa, right there. So that's what we've done so far. As you guys can see, by the way, 2,780 nautical miles. That means about 15,000 kilometers done so far. We have our world trip right there. That's the one I started with. As you can see, it's the first one, actually. And this might take a while opening up. There we go. Now, what we have done so far is... oh, I'm heading all the way east again. That's not good. Come on. Alright. Doing it completely on instruments. I have no idea where I am. But yeah, it should be good. Yeah, this is not going right. This is not going right at all. I will be stalling. I don't want to be stalling. There we go. Right. You, come on. Come on, you little person. Yeah. But it's still very good. It is still very good. I mean, look at that. You can still see a very large amount of small islands right there, and it does look really close to what it should be. I think I think it's really close. I mean, if I take Google Maps, and I usually what I do before I take off, I see if I can find interesting facts about places where we are flying in Wikipedia and stuff like that. And I also check out my flight in Google Maps, and it does look kind of similar. So yeah, it's close enough. Even though it's not perfect, it's still very good. I mean, look at that. It is still very good, guys. That is still very, very pretty. And still very, very windy. Very windy. Yeah. Okay, so where were we? As I said, flying all the way around the world. There we go. Loading it up. Loading it up. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. So, we are now in Scandinavia. Then we will be flying around Western Europe. We will be flying around the Mediterranean, all the way around Africa, on the way down to Central Asia, then down towards India, Indonesia, of course, right there, Australia, New Zealand, French Polynesia, all the way along China, Japan, back and forth in Russia, onto the United States. Well, actually onto, let's load that up. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That is better. Yeah, there we go. Alaska. We will be flying along a large part of Canada, then back all along the east coast of America, all the way down south to South America, east and west coast, trying to fly towards Antarctica even. Not sure if that's going to work, but we'll see. As I said, the east coast of South America, Caribbean, east coast of North America, then all the way around Greenland to Iceland, and then back towards the Netherlands, where I started. So yeah, it's actually a 220,000 nautical mile flight. And I planned that a long time ago. A few months ago, I planned that. So yeah. That was what I wanted to do anyway. I wanted to do that flight anyway, regardless if I was streaming or not. The streaming thing came after that, and as I said, we've now been flying for, this is week 9, so we've been flying for 9 weeks already. I can only fly on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, unfortunately, due to my work and stuff like that. And yeah. So that means that basically I only have 9 hours a week, 9 to 12 hours a week maximum to just do my flight and enjoy it with you guys. So that means that as soon as I set down my aircraft on Friday, it will stay there until Wednesday. Hey Flo, good to see you, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I was missing you. Yeah. So yeah, it's basically it's yeah. It is kind of hectic and kind of drastic, and yeah, but it is what it is, and I'm enjoying it so far. I've enjoyed it a lot, honestly. I've enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. And we've seen already some amazing things. I mean, there were a few flights which were really memorable. As I said, the flight over Dracula Castle in Romania, it was really cool. And Central and Eastern Europe are very nice places to fly around. But yeah, it's going really well so far, and I am enjoying myself quite a bit. I still have a smile on my face each time I take off. Although today it was kind of scary. Yeah, you missed out on quite something there, Flo. I nearly crashed because of the wind when I took off. I nearly crashed. Apparently they did something to wind gusting. Which means that the wind is around 14 knots at the airport, but apparently it gusted up to about 21, 22, 20, 29 even, I think, knots, which meant it basically blew me off the runway. Yeah, and I nearly crashed. I just could save it, only just. So yeah, that was basically me upside down. And the landing is going to be really interesting. Really interesting. So let's see how the wind is still. It is dying down a little bit. 35 knots. It was 40 knots. It's still very hard. But yeah, it's a lot better right now. And it should be a lot better by the time we fly into Stockholm. Also, by the way, Flo, I adjusted the time according to the website that you gave me. So yeah, that was quite handy. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. That was really helpful, and it's going to be really helpful in the coming months. Oh yeah, if not years. Because yeah, as I said, it is actually years that this flight is going to take me, unfortunately. Or fortunately, it kind of depends on where you look at it. I mean, as far as this is going, I'm still really enjoying myself. So yeah, I am enjoying myself quite a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you most kindly. It does look beautiful. I truly do get the idea that also the bodies of water are affected by wind as well. But I'm not sure, actually. It seems to be. Yeah, it is beautiful, guys. This is really beautiful. This is truly beautiful. And I'm not the best pilot in the world, I know. I know, but we're having fun, and that's the most important thing. I'm not the best pilot, I'm not the most realistic pilot. But we are having fun. We can take that way. Oh, by the way, I forgot, actually, to turn off. No, those I need on. Strobe lights need on. Landing lights can be turned off. Beacon lights can be turned off. Yeah. So that's one, and yeah. On the wind and the water as well. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was the case. I thought that was the case, because it does really look like it. If you look like it, it does seem to be more coming in actually the way it should. And it does seem more choppy. It seems rather more choppy. Especially, you can see that especially along the coastlines right there. You can see those waves coming in. So that would explain a lot. That would explain a lot. Do you have a link for that, Runic, somewhere? Is it stated somewhere on the forums, perhaps, or? Yeah, I forgot the last one actually. Usually I watch them, but I forgot I still have to watch the last the last Q&A stream that they did. I still have to watch that. But yeah, it's yeah, exactly. They do that once every 2 weeks, I think. The Q&A streams. And also they announce quite a lot there as well. So yeah, it's they are truly, indeed, they are very, very interesting to watch. They are really, really interesting to watch. Really good, a lot of good information. Did they also say anything about the VR, how that's going? Because that was something that's coming up. By the way, I'm not doing this in VR. I don't have a VR headset, but you know, for those guys that do have a VR headset, it's going to be really cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Dragas! Yay! Oh, you didn't? That's weird. Huh? Interesting. Maybe that's why the reason why the last days Twitch seems to be really buggy. I know with you know, with I heard there are problems with people that get mid-roll ads and stuff like that because they have ad blockers on and stuff like that. Yeah, Twitch is really twitchy. Indeed, it is. It's now I heard they had a lot of problems with ad blockers. That's yeah, red card right there. Get out of my channel. So, but yeah, it's really weird what's going on with Twitch. It seems to be, since they introduced the ads, it's really buggy, and they're saying, well, the problem is not with our ads, it's the problem with the ad blockers. Yeah, of course it is, but that's saying that's basically the pot calling the kettle black. You know, it's yeah, come on. You introduce something, then break something, and then give something else to say it's someone else's fault. That's not how it works. That's an easy way out. That's not the way it works. But yeah. Unfortunately, it does seem to be causing a little bit of problem. And I did do my live notifications. When I started, it should do my live notifications. As far as I know, there is no update from my Stream Elements OBS. So that also worked fine. And the funny thing is, for instance, yesterday we had the problem with the, as you can see, the Sim Toolkit Pro loading up. I did not change anything. I did not update anything. But there it is again. It's back. Thank God, because yeah, well, for you guys, I mean, the map is really helpful, and also, of course, the flight information right there. So yeah. So that's handy that's back. But other than that, although it does not seem to do everything, I just noticed there's no ETE. So what's going on? Oh, I see it. That should be better. You know, what I also could do is press fly now. Honestly, Shoni, honestly, we are so disappointed in you as a streamer. You are such a letdown. I know, my dears, I know. Unfortunately. Rookie, yeah, indeed. Tell anyone, but he's a total and utter dumbass. Shh. A little secret. Just do it. I'm such an amateur. Finally, I got everything fixed. Everything's working again, and I do not press the button. Press the freaking button, dude. How hard can it be? Come on. People raging at the screen. Ah! He's such an idiot. And yes, I am. Especially for you. You and me both, exactly. Exactly, Dragas. Oh, by the way, By the way, guys, for those that want to fly along with me, tomorrow we will be flying from Stockholm via Gothenburg onto Karlstad and then to Torby, where we will be landing. You guys can fly along because tomorrow it's Free Flight Fridays! I need to have an echo or something, that would be cool. Yeah, tomorrow it's Free Flight Fridays. Thank you very much, Dragon, right there. And yeah, it's that means that if you download the flight plan that just showed up, the link that just showed up in the chat, that's the flight plan which you can basically import into your Microsoft Flight Simulator. You go to the tomorrow at 1 p.m. I will be start. There you go, man. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. the flight will start. 1 p.m. Central European Standard Time, so that's Amsterdam/Paris, you know, that kind of time. If you take that time, you can fly along with me. I will be on the Western European server, as long as that does not bug out. Otherwise, we will be searching for one that does work. And you can fly along with me if you want. You can download the stream, the link for the flight plan in the chat right now, or if you want it on a later date, you can join my Discord channel, which should also be, let's see, Discord right there. There you go. That's the Discord link to the Discord channel, or you just click the button below on the information page. Join up there. There is a link right there for the Free Flight Friday. Exactly. Free Flight. I'll be doing that one again, but then with an echo effect, if I can get that in somehow. I'm still trying to figure everything out. So, as I said, I'm such a fucked up streamer. I'm completely, I'm a complete utter failure. But yeah, it's, and I know it, and I enjoy every minute of it. But yeah, it's, you can join my Discord channel. You can go to the flight plans right there and download the Free Flight Friday flight plan for tomorrow. I will be usually updating that during the weekend. But tomorrow it's Free Flight Friday. If you want to join my flight and you have a special livery, you can also get that into the game. What I will be doing, or get it into this stream actually. What you can do is you can link the livery of your craft of choice and killed by a silly raptor. Ah, you're still playing Ark. Okay. Sorry about that. I will not be responsible for your fuck-ups. F-ups. Sorry. Oh, I got it again. I got it again. Sorry. Smart girl. Ooh. I see what you did there, Flo. Very well played, sir. Very well played. Clever girl. Yeah, clever girl. Clever girl. Clever girl. Yeah, it's for those that do not get that reference, that's a direct reference to the first Jurassic Park movies. You can, if you want to fly with my with your own livery, you can just put a link in the Discord channel in the general chat. I will be then downloading that livery especially for you. Install it into my game and make sure that it works. So yeah, and then you can fly. Then you can fly along with me and see your own livery right there on stream. So that's pretty cool, I think. That's pretty cool. As I said, I do not mind if you guys want to use your own liveries, or I know Weem has its own livery, for instance. He flies usually flies in the blue blue TBM. Dragos flies along in his livery with the usually in the King Air with the Canadian Coast Guard livery, so that's really cool. That's a really orange plane right there. Mouse, Don Pompon and PV fly along, and also Simply Zach fly along sometimes with us in the Mausu livery. That's especially for Don Pompon right there, and Mouse with beer. So yeah, that's as I said, you can have your own livery, and I do not mind. It's red. Oh, okay. It looks orange to me. It looks more orange than red, but I'll say it's red. Yeah, if you say it's red, I'll take it's red. It's red. Yes, it's the red livery. Sure it is, Dragos. It's red. Uh-huh. Dutch-minded, yeah. Orange. When in doubt, Dutch go for orange. That didn't come out right. Yeah. The color orange. Still doesn't come out right. I have no clue. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. And still we are flying along the coast of Finland right there. All those little islands and the huge forests. I had no clue that Finland... I knew, of course, Finland said, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Canadian colors are indeed red and white. Yes, they are. With the lovely maple leaf. So, yeah. So, the word you're looking for is... Anyway... Yeah, okay, we'll give you that one, Dragas. We'll give you that one. It's red. Yes. It's red. And it's a lovely color, red. Yes, it is. It's orange. Shh. No, it's red. It's red. I'm just kidding with you. I'm just kidding with you. Let's have a drink of coffee, shall we? I love a cup of coffee. I need my caffeine. Ooh. There is no life without coffee. Let's face it. Now you're... Well, yes. Yes. To be honest, yes. Basically, yes. Alright, guys. We are now flying along, heading towards Turku. And then we will be crossing over... to what's it called? Åland Island. Åland Island it's called. It's still a part of Finland, but yeah. This place is... I hate you all. And you are welcome, sir. You are quite welcome. Especially for you. Isla Nublar. Yeah. Well, we could import Godzilla. Apparently it's in the game. Or it's a mod. Nah, we're not doing that. The only community mods that I implement are usually the mods that enhance the towns that I'm flying over. So, yeah. Which means I forgot this morning. Well, I was kind of busy, but I forgot actually yesterday to see if we had some Stockholm mods, and I'm sure we do. Let's see. Let's go to our trusted website, flightsim.2. There we go. And we go to. Not that I can implement them right now, but yeah. It's I think I may have made mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. You've been to Turku. Okay, that's cool. Do you want me to fly over it? No problem. I think I will be flying over it. So yeah, if you want me to fly over it, sir, well, I will. Just for you, man. Right there. Denmark. That's 20. Ooh. Denmark actually got a lot there. B, C, D. We have to go to Sweden. I managed to club into Turku. Wait, what? Ah, okay. No. I was thinking like, wait, what? That can't be right. That can't be right. Yeah, unfortunately, there are a few things. Gothenburg. Oh, that's Gothenburg. So we actually have Gothenburg. Malmo. No, okay, so I think we are good. There wasn't actually anything that we could update in Stockholm. So that's good. I actually thought there would be updates for Stockholm, community sceneries for Stockholm, but there aren't. But there are for Gothenburg, which we will be flying tomorrow. So I have to link that. And there are city landmarks. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Alright, cool. Yep, we're doing the landmarks for Gothenburg. That's cool. We are doing the landmarks for Gothenburg, but as of now, we are heading towards Turku. Oh, yeah. Way to go, girl. Thank you very much. Drink, drink, broederlijn, drink. There we go. Down the hatch. Down the hatch. Oh, yeah. And we are now headed for Turku. And that should mean that yeah, it is saying 4.9, but that's not, yeah. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not Turku. And that's actually how you pronounce it. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's Turku. It's really, yeah. The Finnish language is so alien to me. It is really weird. I mean, Scandinavia, it has its Germanic influences and stuff like that. You know, like Swedish and Norwegian. There are things sometimes which I can still, being Dutch, I can still sometimes follow some kind of words. But Finnish, I mean, man, whoosh, it's like way over there. It's really weird. Exhibition thing, and because of time zones, I landed back in Norway just shy of 24 hours after leaving. Ah, okay, cool. Hello, Mr. Zach. How art thou? I hope thou hast a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Zach. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, man. You barely missed me crashing. Yeah. During takeoff, I nearly buried my aircraft under the runway. That was really close. You really, really just missed out on that one. But yeah, it's that was a really close call. Yeah, I did. When I took off, apparently they altered something with the wind dynamics. So yeah, oh yeah, and it's going to be a doozy. Yeah. Oh, that's bad, Zach. I'm hoping that that those audits will soon get resolved, man. And I know how horrible that can be. From real life, I know how horrible that can be. No. What actually they did, Dragos, is apparently they hotfixed the gusting of wind. And today we are having large gusts of wind coming from the Baltic coast, heading straight into Finland, right? So it's like going like that. And which meant that I looked it up. The actual meter information of Vaasa, where I took off, it said about 14 knots, but it could gust up to 29 knots, and it just gusted all the way. So that meant that actually when I took off, the gusts were so bad I was basically blown off the runway. So sure. It wasn't my fault. It really wasn't. It wasn't. Really. Yeah, no. The problem was not the game itself. It was situated between the yoke and the back seat. Yeah. So somewhere. Yeah, right there. So that's user error. Exactly. No, unfortunately, I had no clue that they altered that. So if that would be the case, actually, I would not been able to take off today. So the fact that I'm in the air is kind of a miracle, and I nearly crashed also taking off. So I basically nearly crashed twice. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens if I let's have a look what happens if I turn on I keep the live weather, but I'll be doing it through the Unreal Weather Meter thing. It's all over the place. Yeah, you do. Yeah. 41 knot winds, yeah. But the live meter now, it does not seem to... Actually, is this correct? I think it is. I think this is more correct than... What's it doing with the wind right now? I think this is more correct because it should be sunny right there. If I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look. No, I have to keep that one open. Let's head over to windy.com. Really have to watch the wind at the airports now. Yeah, you do. You actually have to now. Yeah, you actually have to. No, not the Windy City. In Philadelphia. No, not the Windy City. I need to know what the weather is. Cloud cover. Yeah, this is more accurate, actually. It's sunny right there. Landings are a lot more fun, too. Yeah, I can... Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it might be a good idea to do that, Dragos. It might be actually a good idea. But apparently, the live weather, it is no longer... Because it's not gusting right here where I'm flying right now. So this is basically more accurate. Is it? Well, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Actually, gusty. Oh god, that's going to be bad. Hang on. 2,000 feet, 300 feet. Yeah, that's. Alright. So it is truly windy at the moment. Yeah, it is windy. This is basically not correct. This is not correct. What's the link that you just gave me? Yeah. Clouds and precipitation. Wind. We need the wind one, don't we? We need the wind one. Strong breezes. Yeah. There we go. Strong breezes. But that's okay. So basically, if I see this correctly... But the link you just gave, Jamel, that's the one for ground level, isn't it? That's the one for ground level. Fresh breeze. Yeah. Exactly. That's in meters per second. That's not in knots. Okay. That's in meter per... Yeah, okay. In wind in meters per second. Okay, you're right. That's ground level. Exactly. If you go to the windy.com, let me show you guys. I'll link it to you. There you go. That's what it should... Well, I'm not sure if that loads up perfectly. No, it does not. Unfortunately, it does not. But if you go to the Windy website and then you click that link and you go towards Finland, select the wind, of course, and then on the right-hand side you can change it from surface level up to 2,000 feet. You will see that it's gusting up to about 30 knots, about 40 knots, something like that. So it is really, really, really windy up there, which means that this, what we are now seeing, is injected by Unreal Weather. That's not working correctly at the moment. It should get the, because it's saying here 15 knots. Well, that's correct. 20 to, but that's ground level. This is not. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not in search of followers. So how about I ban you? How can I ban? Permit user. Well, let's just do that. Ah, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for, yeah. Thank you, Indalia. I didn't notice you were there, but yep, permaband. Girl, you're way ahead of me. Mwah, you're a godsend. Thank you very much. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, okay, we are here. It says the we are near what's that called? Where are we? Pori. We are near Pori at the moment. That's a town along the coast of Finland. So it has an airport, EFPO, PO for Pori. It says right there 05, which means today. It's the 5th of November, 12:50 Zulu time. So that's also correct. Auto, which means it's auto-generated right there. So this weather report is auto-generated. We are then seeing here 270, which means that the wind is coming from 270 degrees, and it's at 15 knots, 15 kt, which means 15 knots. 240 to V300 means 240 variable up to 300. So it's kind of shifting around a little bit. Clear skies, basically CAVOK means clear skies okay. So that's that. 0904, that's the temperature right there. And this right here means basically it's a that's the altimeter which I have to set. Now I can inject this and it still would give me nice weather. So that weather report actually is accurate, but it's at ground level, unfortunately. So it works the way all its way up to ground level, from ground level the airspeed all the way up to the highest settings, basically. So that does not really change the wind. However, at ground level it is indeed 15 knots, but not at 2,000 feet. At 2,000 feet, it is unfortunately that. And as you guys can see, it's about 40 knots. So it's fighting, and that's correct. This is basically more accurate than the injection from Unreal Weather. So the live weather is at the moment somewhat more correct than the actual weather that is injected by the meteor reports injected by Unreal Weather Engine. Then again, let's face it, Unreal Weather Engine is free of charge. It is a very nice alternative to Rex Weather Force. So yeah, it's not that bad, but it still has its issues, of course. Unfortunately. And sometimes live weather is accurate, sometimes Unreal Weather is accurate, sometimes Rex Weather is accurate, sometimes they're all accurate, and sometimes they're all inaccurate. So yeah, it's kind of basically all over the place. But as far as I've heard, people that compared all three for quite a while, live weather isn't actually that bad. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty accurate. So, and it's getting better and better. I think in the last the last update they actually improved a little bit of the weather engine again. So yeah, and apparently they did so now because the gusting is there. The gusting is real. The gusting is real. And let's face it, I'm not looking forward to being gusted all over the place. But yeah, if that's what it is, I took off. I mean, I didn't have to, but here we are. We are in the air above Finland, fighting the gusts of wind. But we are making good progress. We are making good progress, actually. So we are now headed towards. Turku. Yeah, Turku in Finland. Takeoff or optional landings are mandatory. Well, I'm not going to drive my aircraft all the way across the highway from Vaasa to Stockholm. We call that Euro Truck Simulator, basically. Talking about Euro Truck Simulator, by the way, there are rumors. They are actually discussing with Black Shark AI about implementing the same world as we see now for Euro Truck Simulator. So I think there may be an update. It would not surprise me if we get Euro World Simulator in the coming future. That would not surprise me at all, to be honest, because even at ground level, it basically looks kind of okay. Okay, you do have to implement a lot of more things, of course. The traffic has to become a lot better. Traffic lights, etc., stuff like that. But yeah, basically, it's if you got the basic layout of the entire world, why not improve on that? If you can, it would be really interesting. It would be really interesting to see if they can get that to work. Now, flying towards Turku means we have to veer away a little bit from the coastline. Bye bye, coastline. See you later. See you in a bit. And then we are heading a little more towards the southeast inland to Turku. Yes. In Finland. Let's see how far off we are. 35 nautical miles away from Turku, which is about 70 kilometers. We are flying at a comfortable 115 knots right there. Okay, we are still pushing it, but fuel is going fine. Actually, it is going really good. Yeah. Yeah, it would be really cool. Yeah, that would be really interesting to see if they can actually make that work. I mean, or maybe a combination of the two. Maybe a crossover. A crossover, that would be interesting, you know. You have to fly your cargoes from one country to another, and other guys can pick it up in trucks and haul it around if they want to. Becoming actual shipping companies and stuff like that. DHL, eat your heart out. FedEx, move over. Yeah, that would be really interesting. Yeah, that would be really amazing. I have no idea how much processing power that would take, but yeah. Let's face it, up to a year ago, did you guys expect to be flying around in a world like this? I wasn't. I sure as hell wasn't. This is amazing to me. So yeah, you know, it's the fact that we can do this already. Why not take it one leap beyond that? Why not take it one step further? You know? Guys and gals have to fly around in the air, fly passengers from one point to the other, and they have to then be moved or cargo or stuff like that, and yeah, then have to hop onto your truck and move it to its final destination. that's a really cool idea. Why not do a ship implementation of that as well? Ships flying, sailing over the ocean, you know, we guys flying in the air. People driving around, that's awesome. That you look down right there and people would be actually driving their cargo back and forth. How cool would that be? Welcome to the Matrix. Final destination. Yeah, yeah, okay. That actually was not a pun, an intended pun, but yeah. Let's hope it's not that final. It would be really cool though if that would be possible. That would be pretty dang awesome. Yeah, that would be, well, maybe not, I don't know. But I mean, as far as this is going, it's, yeah, you know, processing power becomes, especially with CUDA cores and the AI that's coming up, it's, yeah. Okay, you first became aware of this when they showed. I first became aware of this game when, or this simulation actually, when they showcased it on the Xbox or the Microsoft show in January, I think. The online one, they did all those. I think that it used to be the E3, but something like that, you know. And they did the showcase for all the upcoming Microsoft games this year. And there was like a snippet of 30 seconds of Microsoft Flight Simulator in there. And I was going like, wait, what? Wait, what? Sorry? Everyone was like, oh yeah, the new Gears of War, it looks awesome. Yeah, this looks great. Oh, the new Forza, blow me away. And I was like, guys? Microsoft Flight Simulator? Hello? Like, not been there for like 15 years and suddenly this shows up? What's going on? So to me, those 30 seconds were the most important one of the entire show. That was the most important one. I mean, I can imagine that people are saying, Microsoft Flight Simulator, you know, not my thing. But the fact that they simply announced a game which they had not done anything with for over 15 years, and suddenly this came up and it looked like this already. Basically, it looked like this. I was like, wait, what? Sorry? What? Sorry? Microsoft Flight Sim... Really? Oh, interesting. Yes, you, Microsoft, thou are talking my language. Yeah. Yeah, no... Well, okay, in your case, maybe it was like really neat. In my case, I was like really interested. It piqued my curiosity to no ends. I must admit. I was like, wait, Yeah, that was the most important one for me, actually. That was the most important one for me. And from then on, I mean, let's face it, we only saw we got the stream of YouTube videos and the leaked photos, in-game screenshots and stuff like that. People that were ignoring the NDA and leaking small footage here and there, and it got better and better and better and better and better. I was like, okay, this is actually real. This is actually happening. What's going on here? What's going on? So yeah, that was basically by the time they started to announce what the actual features were, including full VFR possibilities and flying around the world and seeing it actually as it is. I was like, me thinks I need to map around the world. Yes, me thinks I need to map. So yeah, that's basically when I started to get more interested into actually flight planning and stuff like that, which I still completely suck at. But hey, I managed to plan my flight around the world, and apparently it does work. So, I mean, we've been flying for 9 weeks now, and here we are in Finland. So who knew that? Who expected that one? Not me. Ooh, maybe I need to adjust. Yes, I needed to adjust that. The altimeter, I needed to adjust it. But yeah, that was the biggest shocker for me. That was the biggest shocker for me. That was so interesting. Flying on... Sure, you. Sure. Sure. If you're flying on a dyno, that counts. I do not have the livery for that. But yeah. Yeah, it counts. Basically, it counts. I mean, you just fly Unicom and you know, in the landing, well, I'm not sure how the landing goes in Arc. But yeah, it's if you want to fly on a dinosaur and you say if you say it works, it works. A dinosaur with a livery. Now that will be funny. A flying dinosaur with a livery. Oh. Now, this offers possibilities. Strangely enough. One way is easier. Yeah, you just plonk it down. Go sit there, bird. Pink. That's a whole lot easier. Now let's see what the wind is doing right now. It is still 14 knots, but we have tailwind, which should be interesting because the wind should be coming from my right-hand side. It is coming from the north, and we will be heading west in a bit. So yeah. Hundreds of auto turrets on towers. Incoming runway! Da, 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 da. No, maybe not such a good idea. Yeah. Funny. Daka, 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 daka. Yep. Drinking! Well, let's make sure you just make sure you don't land on the wrong base, which basically looks the same. So yeah. Are you doing a multiplayer, by the way, Dragas? For those that do not get this, Dragas is apparently at the moment playing Ark Survival Evolved, which is a game, a survival game which takes place on a sort of mysterious island. PvP server even. There you go. And you have to catch dinosaurs and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty cool. And it's a complete... you have to build bases, catch and tame dinosaurs, and you can ride them and fly them and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. You have raids, and as I said, I never could get into it, but yeah, it's for those that want to check it out on Steam. It's usually on sale, so yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. Although there are a lot of people still streaming it, I think, Dragas. I think there are a lot of people still streaming it. And let's face it, I mean, yeah. Getting a lollipop from Microsoft. How so? But yeah, it's... I mean, there are still a lot of people streaming a lot of different things. Let me have a look where we are. We are now headed towards, yes, we're headed towards Turku. 10 nautical miles. It should be in the distance somewhere. From a distance. Wait a minute. Is that Turku? No, that's not Turku. That's not Turku. It should be, I think it's over there. I think it's over there somewhere. Yeah, it's over there in the distance. Sometimes it's pretty hard to just figure out where you are exactly. I mean, I'm really glad with the VFR map. Let's face it, and of course, I could make use more of the VFR and waypoints and stuff like that. But it is a VFR flight. It is all in good fun. It is a lot of tongue-in-cheek. Let's face it. I am not the best pilot in the world. Far from it. If you want to see a really, really good pilot do its job, go check out the Flying Fabio. That guy is truly pretty dang awesome. But yeah, it's as of now, I'm still just having a lot of fun and just mucking about, basically. And I'm glad you guys are coming along on on the flight. Yeah, I am. But that should be. No, this isn't Turku, I think. I'm confused. Where am I? Where am I? I should be near it. Ooh, that became kind of choppy right there. Few hiccups right there. Yeah, it is, unfortunately, Maut. Unfortunately. I'm packing in more and more people, apparently. Sorry about that. But no, the plane will not get any bigger. No, it will not. I think... wait a minute. If I follow this road, we should be flying into Turku. Not that road, this road right here. That one. If we follow that road right there, so that's the one, we should be heading towards Turku, because I think that's not the airport. Yes, I think that's it. And the airport. Oh, there's the airport. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Captain Man, thank you for the raid. I truly appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. By the way, Captain, I hope you have a wonderful day, man. Hope you have a smile on your face and hope you laugh. Dude, there he is. It's Muchiri. Okay, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much. It's Muchiri? It's Muchiri. I think that's the way you pronounce it. Thank you very much for the follow. Truly appreciate that. We are at the moment flying towards Turku in Finland, and then we are headed over to Sweden. That's good. That's good. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. One smile a day keeps the doctor away. Well, at least, well, maybe not the doctor, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is Turku right there, especially for Sertlo. He's been here in real life. And this is, other than that, it's a rather uneventful town. Sorry about that. It's kind, yeah, but it is the dentist, maybe. Yeah. Well, isn't that an apple a day? Oh no, no. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but yeah, a dentist basically keeps you away when you brush your teeth, don't you? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Yes, there we go. We are now headed towards. By the way, you missed something very interesting. I don't know if you noticed this, guys, but for those that joined us, apparently Microsoft did something to the gusting of the wind gusting, which meant that this morning when I tried to take off from Vaasa, I was basically blown off the runway. Yeah, that I did not expect. So that was really interesting. And at the moment, we are still having a very strong 36 knots. If you look right there, 36 knots. It's insane. So yeah, it's going to be truly interesting. They make cruise ships in oh, okay, so that then, aha. Well, then we are flying over the shipyard. I think that's the shipyard then right there. That's the ship that has to be the shipyard right there. That looks like a dry dock right there. So ships can sail out right there. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Well, the thing is, Captain, if I crash and it is my fault, I have to restart in Innsbruck because that's my save point for Europe. So then I have to if that had happened, I would have started in Innsbruck again, which meant tomorrow our free flight Friday would be from Innsbruck in a straight line towards Vaasa, and then all the way back to Stockholm, where we are flying today. So fortunately, I could barely save my craft. I mean, it was so dang close, so dang close. So yeah, I had to turn back. I was completely blown off the runway. Had to turn back all the way around to the runway again. Took off again. I was nearly blown off it again. So yeah, that was interesting. The word you're looking for is interesting. Yeah, that was an interesting flight. Right there. Oh, really? Oslo and Kiel were made there. Okay. So there came. I think that will be the place then, where, or maybe over there. That could also be. Yeah. That could also be. Yeah, a space right there. But yeah, guys, it's. I mean, wow. Or even there. That could be it. Also, there are a lot of shipyards right there, right here in Turku. I see. You are quite right, Sertlo. You are quite right, my friend. But yeah. We are now headed towards, where are we? Siri, shut up. So yeah. It's annoying when hardware starts to yap about, you know. It's, yeah. We are now heading towards Åland Island. That is a autonomous area of Finland, actually. It's a small archipelago between in the Baltic Sea, between the Bothnian Bay and the Baltic Sea itself. So yeah, we are now flying over that archipelago on towards Mariam, I think. That's the capital. It's basically a capital of Åland, because Åland is an autonomous region from Finland itself. So that's where we are headed right now. Beyond that, we are flying into Stockholm, so we will be doing a nice tour over Stockholm, taking in the sights. I think there's the Ericsson Globe right there. That's actually a landmark. There's also the Imperial... Yeah, that's the one! And really interesting takeoff. Yeah, Åland. Yeah, Åland. Not Åland. Åland. No, that's kind of stupid. that's basically, yeah, that's kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Would be funny though during a football match. Why are all these orange idiots shouting for our little nation in the middle of the Baltic Sea? I have no idea. And why are they all dressed in orange? Because they're Dutch. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one, Sertlo. Åland. I have no idea how you pronounce that. I'm butchering it again. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. As always. Because let's face it, I'm an idiot. So, yeah. I am such an idiot. I know. I know, darlings. I know. I know. But hey, as long as we are enjoying ourselves, who cares? And we're still in the air. That's a good thing. Especially now. I mean, 40 knots! Yay! New record! Every pilot with a PPL license is screaming, "Put the plane on the ground!" No, I will not. I will keep on flying my aircraft all the way across Finland on the way to Sweden. Yes, I will. And there is nothing you can do about it. Yes, I am. So, yeah. Why? Because you're a dumbass. That's why. But the interesting thing is going to be the landing. Let's face it. That's going to be. I'm so hoping that the weather in the wind in Oslo will be dying down, or in Stockholm. Sorry, not Oslo, Stockholm. Let's see what it says. And it crashed. I think. No, it did not. It loaded up. Yeah, there we go. Let's see the. come on. It's so slow. There we go. Yeah. Yes. Alright. What's it saying? It is still... Well, it's saying 11 knots and it's not gusting. So that's good. Actually, if this holds true, guys, if this holds true, as you can see, we will be landing on ESSB, so that's Oslo Airport, in the middle of Oslo, which is really cool. We will be flying around, we're coming from the north, flying over, I'm saying Oslo, but it's Stockholm. I'm flying over Stockholm, then turning back towards from the south towards the north, and then flying along the across the Ericsson Globe. We will be flying across the Imperial Palace, a few other sites here and there, and basically directly landing in Oslo. It's in Stockholm itself. I keep saying Oslo. We're not there yet, but it is. Yeah, there you go. I used that actually this morning to get some facts right there. As you guys can see, the first four letters. That's the airport, of course, and the second line of numbers, that's 05. Starting with 05, that's the date and time, and then the next one after that, the 26011 KT. That means 260 degrees. So the wind is basically coming from. Something over there, somewhat over there, yeah, 260 degrees, and it is at 11 knots at ground speed. 11 knots at ground speed. So that should be good enough to land. That's not gusting, not anything, so that's good enough. That's good enough, yeah. Yeah, I actually used that page this morning to look up some facts on Island, yeah. Does it have a pronunciation? No, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, other than Island. Yeah, Island. So, yeah. And we are headed towards a little bit more to the left. To the right. Yep. Fly me to the moon. Oh, yes. Well, there is the moon. Right there. If you guys can see it, you can barely see the moon right there. Fly me to the moon and let me dance among the stars. Especially for you guys. And I don't do that for everyone, you know. Well, yeah, basically I do. Yeah, let's face it, I do. I do. But other than that, it is a lovely day in Finland and in Sweden. I mean, look at that, guys. Although this is not the actual time I am using right now. This is not the actual time of day. I did change that. If I did not change that, it would be dark there. It still says 11 o'clock, which it should not. It should not. Let's just see what it's actually like down there right now. It is this. It is this. Well, that is a pretty sight, actually. This is the actual time right now. This is live, basically. We're going live! Live. Oh, yeah. This is live. Live from Island. And it looks pretty. I mean, this is so cool. Yeah. It's kind of like the O sound in O. Oh, Holland. That better? Could be. Holland. I'm butching it up again, aren't I? And yeah, I am butching it up again. Oh, it is. Holland. So it wasn't actually far off from Holland. Just lose the H. Holland. That is confusing. That is confusing. But we are now heading across the final part of Finland towards Holland. And then we are on towards Sweden. Yay! Another country on the on our belts, guys. That's another notch on our belts. Oh yes, it is. We are making actually good progress. The thing was last week I wasn't sure that we would be able to do Scandinavia, and that was mainly due to the weather, the freezing weather from Holland and Holland is, yeah. Holland and Holland. But yeah, it was mainly due to the freezing, the freezing weather that was coming in from the north of Scandinavia. There was a really large cold front coming in, and I wasn't sure if we would be able to take off. Fortunately, it was cold indeed, but the weather was also good, so it wasn't that humid, which meant that we were able to fly all the way from to the northern part of our flight in Finland, which was near Kittilä, just above Kittilä, yeah. And not as much on it. Okay, a bit more weight on. Okay. Or land, something like that. Or land. That's a bit better? Yeah, I think it is. Well, it's close. It's close enough. I am trying. Truly, I am trying. So yeah, it's. But I know I'm butchering every single name of every single town easily, and it said. I mean, yeah, okay. Holland and I think that the names of Holland and the names on that island are basically more Swedish, if I'm not mistaken. But Finnish towns, I mean, Finnish names, it is truly hard, truly hard. That is one truly weird language. Really cool though, but I really enjoy it. But yeah, it's yeah, pretty dang cool. Pretty dang hard as well. But this is actually live, guys. This is the way it should look right there. And look at that. That is pretty. I mean, the sunsets in Scandinavia are mind-blowing. I mean, wow. The only thing I think is a shame, and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's not in there. But if it is, please correct me. I truly want to see that. Is the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights? There are no Northern Lights in the game, but other than that, these sunsets are like, wow. Yeah, exactly. It's basically it's an autonomous region within Finland itself. It has its own. It has its own government basically. So yeah, it's also has certain. It is part of the European Union, but it has certain specific rules about what they can and cannot do with giving people rights to live there, giving certain access to certain facilities like medical care, I think, or stuff like that. It's that there are certain provisions that the people of Holland have that are basically outside rule of outside of the European Union rule. So yeah, if you're not a native of Finland or a native of Holland, you cannot own land there or even own a house there. I think it's really. Really different than it is quite apart. It has an apart status from both Finland and Sweden. Yeah, it's really cool. And we are flying towards Mariehamn, I think. Shut up, Siri. Shut up. So yeah, we are flying towards Mariehamn, which we should be reaching in about, let me see. Well, it's still 45 nautical miles, so that's okay. That shouldn't be too long. That shouldn't be too long. But I am going to change back. It does look pretty though, guys. Look at that. That is true eye candy, and that's actually what it looks like there right now. Well, basically, it kind of looks like that. So, the setting sun, the lights popping up on the islands. I mean, the thing this simulation does is out of the box. Don't forget, guys, out of the box there is no alterations here, none whatsoever. There are no third-party developer mods running to do this. This is what you get. 60 euros or $60, and there you go. Or get your hands on a Microsoft Game Pass, and if you have not had a Microsoft Game Pass, you can basically get a Game Pass for the first 30 days for like $1 or €1. And you can fly this for 30 days for $1 or €1. There's nothing actually other than that. I didn't do anything else. I'm not flying another plane or something you have to have in premium. No, this is the standard version. You can fly this craft in standard. There you go. Yeah. In Finland, yeah, because we are basically 1 hour ahead. It's I think it goes down. The sun goes down at 15:45, I think, p.m. If I'm not mistaken. I can see if I can show you guys. Let me have a look. There we go. That should be the one. As you can see, 15:43. So that's when in Stockholm the sun goes down. That's local time. So in the Netherlands at the moment it's 14:50, and then it's so it's 15:50 right there. So the sun is indeed setting in. The sun is indeed setting in Scandinavia. Yeah, it is. So that's why I actually changed the time. That's why I actually changed the time. So it's basically kind of correct right there. So let's push that back a little bit, and let's do that. 15:51, 13:51. There we go. So yeah. So that's the reason why I changed actually the time of day, because basically I'm flying at the Sunset King. Let's go for 5 sunsets today, shall we? Yesterday we actually had 3, I think, or 4. 3 or 4 sunsets. I had to keep pushing back the time each time. But yeah, it's fortunately Flo came up with the website you just saw. Flo came up with that link, and I could calculate the correct time when it will be landing still during daylight hours in Stockholm. But yeah, I botched that up a few times. So yeah, it's yesterday it was like constantly shifting the time backwards. It's getting too dark. Shift it back. Hey, we're in sunset again. Yeah, it's golden. I think we had like 4 golden hours. I don't know, but yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, I'm horrible. I know. I know. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I know. So yeah, it's that was kind of funny. Now we are still heading towards Holland. And then we will be crossing over to Stockholm, which is a short flight after that. But it is truly looking amazing here. The sun is once again setting. Once again, it is setting. But if you shift it around, I think this is actually, it does not get any higher than this. This is, I think, the highest point. Yesterday I was shifting it around, sunrise, sunset, and the sun did not come higher than this above the horizon. It was really, it's really strange to see that for me, because, well, basically that's not something you regularly see in the Netherlands. It does get low in winter, but not that low. Definitely not that low. Although I do wonder, because there are, of course, parts of the world where it is permanently dark or permanently light, and that basically, of course, is more towards the Arctic circles, but would that also then be correctly simulated? Huh. Interesting. So there should be parts of the Arctic Circle that the sun never sets. Or, well, it never sets, of course, or at least a half a year it does not set, and then it becomes dark for a half a year or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Dark Hawks, thank you for the raid, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the raid, man. I truly appreciate that. Hey, Ganesh, thank you. Good to see you, man. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's up? Well, I am flying at the moment around the world. We are flying now from Finland towards Sweden, and it's very windy right here. I don't know if you guys also had problems with gusting of wind. Well, it's gusting all over the place. I mean, look at this, guys. It's 38 knots. Maybe not such a good idea to fly in a Cessna 172. But then again, I'm a dumbass. So yeah, it's I am not the best of pilots. I will not say I'm not the worst either. But yeah, it's you know, it's I'm flying around the world at the moment, just having fun with you guys. And yeah, it's thank you for the raid, man. I truly appreciate it. Yeah. But in a completely different game. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Oh, please do tell. Please do tell, Dark Sox. Please do tell. It's no, in this game it's gusting all over the place. Basically, that means that you have strong winds coming from the Baltic coast. We are now flying on the Baltic coast from Finland towards Stockholm, where we will be landing in about 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. But yeah, it's going quite well actually. Although I nearly crashed during takeoff, and seeing as I yeah, anywhere near the yeah, exactly, Sirlo. So that should be simulated as well. And maybe we're going to look into that. Interesting. Let's put that on the back burner, shall we? But yeah, it's in the 11th hour. BMG audio buffer tends to get overloaded. We're near the front door. And that crashes. Ooh! Okay, now that's not a good thing. That's not something you're looking for, I'm guessing. Yeah. It does. Well, there goes your speedrun right out of the window, and it's gone. Sorry! In this case, I'm flying, of course, so I have to throw it out of the window. And are we hitting someone? Yeah, we're good. No one down there anyway, so who cares? Yeah. No, I can I can imagine that that makes it rather annoying when you're doing speedruns. Yeah. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as speedrunning, but yeah. Thanks for the follow, Dave Afro. Thank you very much, man. I truly appreciate that. Yeah. Need to be careful that the wind doesn't cause a crash. Actually, I have a clip of that. This morning, a few 2 hours ago, I took off from Vaasa in Finland. Did not expect that. Thank you for the follow, man. I truly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hope you have a smile on your face. That's the most important thing. 2 hours ago, I took off from Vaasa in Finland. I am at the moment. Yeah, there he goes. Flo is always ready to humiliate me wherever I am, and I love him for it. Thank you. But yeah, it's I took off and nearly crashed was nearly blown off the runway actually. Well, the thing is, if I crashed due to my own stupidity, which isn't the first time I actually crashed due to my own stupidity, that means that I have to go back to my save point in Europe. I am flying all the way around the world. I'm doing a 440,000 kilometer flight all the way around the world. Visiting every country in this bucket of bolts right there, in the Cessna 172 G1000. That's a mouthful. And in doing so, I'm following a certain flight path which I planned out a long time ago. However, if I crash, I have to fly back from my save point in certain continents. In this case, that was Europe. Oh yeah, sure, you can. Sure, man. Mate, no problem. Yeah, of course. Let me see. I can do that even in-game. Yay! Now, don't be scared. I am flying this. You're just along on the right. So you can hop on and off whenever you want. But I am doing this. I've started here in the Netherlands. I'm Dutch. So yeah, I started in the Netherlands. And we've already flown all this way right there. Through Central and Eastern Europe. Then flew up along the Baltic states. We are now flying right there. We did Finland already. That's Scandinavia. Then we're doing Iceland. We are flying all the way around Europe, as you can see there, following the Mediterranean coast, heading on towards Africa, all the way down. Yes, I am actually flying this real time. So yeah, shout outs to Finland. Hey, there you go, man, dude. Shout outs to Finnish, and it's a lovely country. It truly is. It is beautiful. I'm truly jealous. And then we are flying all the way around Africa, heading to Madagascar, into Middle East, Central Asia, right there, Afghanistan, then all the way back down. Yeah, you can check it right there as well. India, but I don't mind doing this in game. India, then all the way down towards Southeast Asia, heading towards, let's see here, Indonesia, flying then over across to Australia, to the Aussies. Yes, we have to find our Australian friends because we actually have a lot of Australian viewers. Then heading towards New Zealand, which is my personal favorite. I'm going to do a total self-centered Lord of the Rings flight around all of New Zealand. I do enjoy Lord of the Rings, and I'm going to do that flight anyway. We then go all the way. Yeah, New Zealand is so beautiful. Oh man. We are flying then towards French Polynesia, all the way up through the Philippines, and then China, Japan. We are then, that's a really weird one, but it was the only way I could do it. Fly all the way through Russia, and then onto all the way back. We are of course flying across Moscow and St. Petersburg and stuff like that. All the way along the top of that. I'm not sure if we can do that flight. Maybe it'll be a bit lower. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see that because the height of the flight plan right there might mean that we are flying all the way through freezing conditions, and it might not be able to fly my 172. But we'll see about that. Then we cross over to the North America. We will be flying Alaska, doing a lot of Canada, then heading along the east coast all the way down, or the west coast all the way down towards South America, doing the west and the east coast, also trying to fly towards Antarctica, because basically, let's face it, that's cool, pun intended. And then we are heading up towards the west of, yeah, Canada, indeed. Yeah, every state, there is a bonus round to that, but I'll explain that later. We will then be heading up towards the Caribbean, then flying all the states on the western coast. So we got puns here, and indeed we do. Then we fly up towards the western coast of Canada, onto Greenland, back to Iceland, and then back towards the Netherlands. Now, that is, as you can see, nearly 2,100 hours of flight. That means that I'll be in the air for like 3.5 years, because I can only stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays due to my work and other commitments that I have. So yeah, it means that I'll be in the air for basically 3.5 years. Now, I said there was a bonus round. I cannot reach. I started 9 weeks ago, basically. So I just did Central Europe and Eastern Europe, and now I'm flying up to Scandinavia, and then we are continuing on to the world. So yeah, it's yeah, they call me the mad pilot for a reason. So yeah, it's and yeah, I know I'm mad. Well, slightly crazy. I'm going slightly mad, but yeah. The thing is, with and it will be here for a couple of years. Yeah, basically it means that when Twitch shuts down, I'm still flying. Yeah. That's basically what it means. So yeah, I will be then. The thing is, I cannot reach, for instance, Honolulu and Hawaii, and I do want to fly there. I want to fly there. It's 2,300 nautical miles straight from Los Angeles, KLAX, which I found really a shame. So there's going to be a bonus edition. I will be, at the moment, I'm also learning to fly the fly-by-wire A320 mod, which is a truly realistic mod of the A320. I will be then taking off from, no, you can't reach it. It only has this is like 2,800 nautical miles, I think, or 2,300, something like that. And a Cessna has like 640 nautical miles, so there's no way I can reach it in a Cessna, unfortunately. Not Hawaii. But I can reach it in a A320 Airbus. And that's also in the game, as basic. So I am flying from KLAX in an Airbus during the weekend. I'll be taking off and flying real time towards Honolulu. Then hopping on to a 127, this aircraft that I'm flying in, fly all the way around Hawaii, back to Honolulu, jumping back into the A320, and then flying all the way back to KLAX. I will be doing that during as a bonus, actually. So that's. I just wanted to see what it's like. I want to see. You can't miss Hawaii. Come on, you can't. You can't miss Hawaii, Honolulu. You can't do that. So that's my my harebrained scheme. It's 226,000 nautical miles, which means it's like 440,000 kilometers, and we are flying it real time. The only caveat that I have is ETA 3 years from now. Yeah, something like that. Actually, he's not kidding. That's actually quite accurate. The thing is, the only caveat I have, I can only stream at certain times. So I can stream on, as I said, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Friday. I stream from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So that means that if I head more to the east or to the west of the world, time will shift for me, and that will mean that. Who's flying the plane when you're not streaming? It sits there crying in a hangar on the airport where I left it. Yeah, it's in maintenance. No, it sits there. I want my daddy. I want to fly again. No, you cannot. You have to wait, my dear. You have to wait. Sit right there. Wait for me. So yeah, but as I can show you, the only thing is at the moment I am using real life weather. I am using real life conditions. Other than that, I only change the time of day because, let's face it, we don't want to miss out on these incredible views. I mean, mind-blowing views. They are wow, awesome. So that's something I do not wish to miss out on, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't want that either. So as I can show you, I've pushed back the time a little bit. It is quite a distance in time. I can shift it if you like, because that's what it's actually like there at the moment. I am the king of sunset, so yeah, this is the second sunset we see today. I've changed the time already. This is what it's actually like, and I don't want to land. Yeah, it is. It is truly Dave Afro. It is so mind blowing. This game is, well, it's a simulation. I'm saying game, but it is a simulation. But it is so freaking awesome. I mean, this is the first time that you actually see. He's a horrible pilot. He can't land in the dark. Well, I can land in the dark, but it's not fun. You know, you don't see anything. You don't see it, and you can't see me crashing. So that's not fun either. But yeah, it is truly a beautiful, beautiful game. I mean, this is truly mind blowing. Look at that, and trust me, it will get better as the sun goes down. So yeah. Playing on easy mode. If only. No. If I already crashed once, so it is kind of realistic what I'm doing. However, if you want to see Shoni crashing, yeah, yeah, that was the worst thing is, if you click that clip, that's the point where I crashed in, I think Lithuania, if I'm not mistaken. I tried to fly my craft upside down, and basically tore my airplane apart because I went into overspeed. As you can see right there on the side, if it turns to yellow, at 170 knots it turns to red, and basically you tear your plane apart. Well, that's what happened when I started to go upside down. I pitched my nose down, and that was all she wrote. So, yeah. However, 3 hours or 2 hours before that, when I took off, I basically stated that you can't do that with this craft. This craft is not meant for acrobatics. It's not meant for flying upside down. You can do a barrel roll, but it's not recommended. On and on and on. This is basically simply your family car driving from A to B. This is basically what it is. It's a workhorse, nothing more, nothing less. Which is fine, but yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah. But let's just say it was interesting. Yes, it was very, very interesting. Nah, I was a dumbass. I mean, let's face it, I was just a dumbass. And the worst part was that I actually stated that you couldn't do that 2 hours earlier. So yeah, it's, Flo likes to rub my nose into that one. So yeah. No problem, man. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed what you saw, and hope you have a wonderful time. If someone could please give a shout out to Dark Shocks and follow his stream, guys. Give him some love. Give him some love, and make sure you give him a follow. I will give you a follow once I put this puppy down on the ground. Dark Shocks, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a smile on your face, because that's the most important thing. So yeah, it was kind of stupid to do that, but funny at the same time. Let's face it, and that would mean that if I crash, my stupidity actually. Oh yeah, no, that's not how it works, Matt. And basically, you cannot do that. So there you go. That's the one. That's the one. You can't do that. So yeah, it's no. Yeah, there you go, man. Thank you for the raid, man. I truly appreciate that. So no problem, Mouse. So if I crash, I have to go back to my save point in Innsbruck. And so, by the way, a save point chosen by you guys. In the second week, I think that we were flying, we chose, or second or third week, we decided that that Innsbruck should be the point, the save point for my crashes. I'm taking a sip, by the way. And if I crash due to my own stupidity, and not by a technical error, but due to my own stupidity, that would mean I have to start from Innsbruck and fly all the way back in a straight line towards the last flight plan that I wanted to fly, and take off again from there. So that means I can fly it in a straight line. But for instance, when I crashed in Lithuania, my flight started actually in Minsk in Belarus, which meant that I had to fly from Innsbruck in a straight line to Belarus. I can only fly 3 hours a day, so that meant that it took me actually 2 days. It set me back 2 days. So yeah, that was kind of stupid and hilarious. Let's face it, it was hilarious. It was pretty much hilarious. But still, guys, look at that. Look at that eye candy. And what you see here is what you actually get. That's correct. That is quite correct right there. Dang. Now, if that's not a lovely sunset, I don't know what is. I mean, the photorealism in this game is so mind-blowing. It blows my mind completely. And no, for those that do not know this, no human hands touch this. They just basically fed this into an artificial intelligence, and this is what it spat out. Right there. I mean, no human hands traced those roads. No human hands placed those buildings. It was not drawn in by the forests, were not drawn in by humans. Even the windmills right there, the wind generators were not placed. It's all automatic. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, of course. The AI had to be programmed by programmers, of course, Flo. Sure. But yeah, after that, I mean, this is what it started spitting out. So for a program, this is truly amazing. Let's face it, it is pretty dang awesome. Now we are looking, by the way, we are flying towards, where are we headed? I actually have a list. Let's pull up the list. The list. We are headed towards Mariehamn. Mariehamn, that's basically the capital of Holland. Marienbad. No, Mariehamn. I think it's Mariehamn, if I'm not mistaken. Jamal, and it is basically the capital of Marienbad. Is Marienbad actually? Oh, but that's the Swedish pronunciation. I think it's the Swedish pronunciation. There are several ways to name that because there's a lot of crossovers there are a lot of crossovers between Swedish pronunciation and Finnish pronunciation, and they have their own pronunciation as well, I think. So it is truly weird, but wow, look at that, guys. Look at the way the sun bounces off the fuselage. Whoa! Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Sometimes this game just keeps on. Yeah. Wow. Oh, beautiful. Anyway, yeah, it's where were we? Mariam. Yeah, it should be. It should be, if I'm not mistaken, it should be over there somewhere. It is actually not a big town. It's like, I think it's got 10,000 a population of 10,000, but it has two important harbors. It is, yeah, it has a deep water harbor that's used quite a lot actually. So, and there indeed is the airport of Mariehamn. I just thought, yeah, there it is. You can just basically see it flashing in the distance. So that would mean that is Mariehamn? Yeah, it should be, but it looks really weird. Yeah! Well, I can imagine why, because let's face it, Serdlo, I mean, Finnish is truly a different language other than, yeah. No problem, Ganis, thank you very much, man. Much love to you, man. And you are quite welcome with the stream itself. As I said, I'm here on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, so if you want to hop on, please do so. And thank you for viewing me, man. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a smile on your face. That's important. That is truly important. So yeah, and once again, thank you very much. I truly enjoyed it. So yeah, it's you know, it's but I think this should be built in as a town, but it's not. It looks kind of buggy, to be honest. Huh? That's interesting. Maybe it's spawning in. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, but I am high. Oh, that's the thing. Now I noticed we are at actually at nearly at 4,000 feet. So that would explain it. Usually I fly at about 2,000 feet, 2,500. So yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. There it is. Now it's spawning in. I was wondering why that wasn't spawning in, but yeah, that looks a lot better. But look at that eye candy right there, guys. Dang it, dang it, dang it. And then we are headed from Mariehamn down to the last leg of our flight, and that's on to Stockholm, where we will be starting tomorrow. And as I said, tomorrow is Free Flight Friday, which means that you guys can fly along with me on Friday. Free Flight Friday means that, of course, you can download the Free Flight Friday flight plan right there in the chat that I opted right there, right now. So you can click on that and download it to your heart's content. Tomorrow we will be doing that with everyone who wants to hop on. If you have a certain livery that you want to be implemented into my flight on stream, that can happen as well. So you can place a link on the Discord channel in the general chat, and then I will install that for you. Of course, no problem. You can fly along with that. A Finnish name like a Norwegian, no clue until the Finnish pronunciation. Yeah, but you know, as I said, the thing is, the Finnish language is so different from both Swedish and Norwegian, or even Danish, that especially Danish is very similar to the ear as Dutch is, the Dutch language itself. So yeah, it's I mean, there are words we can sometimes somehow recognize. They're somewhat the same. Of course, not a lot, but yeah, a few. But Finnish is completely different. For those that do not know this, by the way, if you like Lord of the Rings, I think the first Elven language, the Andarian language, I think it's called Andarian, is based on a Finnish dialect. So yeah, it's basically based on the Finnish language. Professor Tolkien based it on that, because it sounds so different to the ear. Yeah, it's mostly the rolling of the r. Yeah, the r, like that. No, actually, Quenya was based on Welsh. Yeah, Kadilu. Quenya was based. I think Quenya was based on Welsh, which is also an extremely weird language, but so cool. It is such a cool language. We actually had have a few Welsh friends, and it is truly a truly strange language. It's funny as hell, but yeah, it's there. I cannot make any heads or tail of that. I mean, no idea what they're talking about, but it sounds cool. It sounds really excellent. Now we are headed towards our last leg of the flight. Well, basically our last leg of the flight, which means it has not changed yet. We are still at 0.9 nautical miles. There's the airport on Holland. Yeah, right there. Really nice small airport, that. Not bad. And also a really cool approach, because apparently you approach it across the water if you land on 03. That's really cool. That is a nice landing right there. Holland. Yeah. Holland? Holland. Holland? Holland. I don't know. I am so bad. I'm so bad. You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. And I do mean it in the best kind of way. I do not mean to disrespect any Finnish people watching right now. I mean, as I said, Scandinavia so far has been a blast. Åland. Something like that? Åland. That's the one. Ah. Or is it Åland? Åland. Okay. Let's do that. But yeah, I mean, Scandinavia so far has been truly, truly beautiful. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll get the hang of this yet. By the time we leave Finland, which is right about now, I will be good at it. Oh, no, I won't. But we're doing our best, and that's the thing. We're doing it live. We are doing it live, guys. We are doing it live. Oh, yes. Let's set the altimeter once again. I keep forgetting to contact my approaches. There we go. And let's change the time again. Yes, we are once again heading back because we want to see, of course, the sights in. We want to see the sights in Stockholm. That's very important to me. Yeah, I want to see them. I want to see them. I want to experience them with you guys. So there we go. That is Åland right there. It is the final part of Finland. Let's wave goodbye to Finland, guys. Bye bye. Goodbye, Finland. Thank you for the flights. It was wonderful. Thank you very much. And we nearly had an interesting. Actually had a quite interesting experience in Finland. It was the first time my fuselage froze over. So yeah. It was the first time. Now we are heading towards. We are now flying over the Baltic Sea. Is that actually? No, that's an island. I thought actually. I've heard people seeing there are ships sailing about, but I have never seen one. I mean, I think it would be so cool to see a bit of shipping activity in the game, but no, as far as I can tell, I still have not found one single boat. Not one, unfortunately. And by the way, I also heard they will be they are looking into implementing trains with a little bit more traffic. Yeah, they may be implementing trains, so that will be pretty cool actually, if that works. Just livens up the world a little bit more. I know it costs an extra few frames, of course it does, but yeah, you know it does give the world a bit more. Yeah. No, I actually have them turned on. I have turned on everything. Yeah. Hey, Warrior, man, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you are having a wonderful day, man. Yeah, you missed out on my takeoff. That was really interesting, man. How are things in Pittsburgh, isn't it? Yeah, Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing really, really well at the moment. So, yeah, we are now flying, by the way, that right there, that's the last piece of Finland right there. Let's wave to it once again. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Thank you for the beautiful weather and the lovely scenery. And we are heading towards Sweden right there, yeah. For boat density. Ah, maybe that's the thing. I know there is a boat density, there is a traffic density in general. Yeah, you can set a traffic density for cars and also boats and airplanes, of course, but maybe that's it. As I said, I have not seen one single boat, and it's all I never changed anything, so that's the default setting basically. So yeah, it's well, we have flown over hey Vegas, good to see you, man. Yeah, I know it's. I'm trying to keep away from politics as much as I can, Vegas, but it is indeed. Yeah, it's hard to avoid. But yeah, it's. I just hope that that everything turns out right in the United States, especially for my friends in the US. You know, it's yeah. I hope everything goes well for them, and hope they get yeah. You know, we live in strange times. There is a Chinese curse that says, "May you live in interesting times." Well, we live in interesting times. Let's face it. We live in interesting times right now. It is truly. This is the most interesting. Yeah, you will. Eventually, it will all turn out just fine, man. But still, you know, a little bit of love goes a long way, man. A little bit of love goes a long way, you know. So from your European friends. Man, hope it all turns out for the best. Hope it turns out for the best. You know, that's we are here. We are here for you. And today we give you some a bit of a distraction. You can watch this idiot fly all the way across Europe. Yay! So and it's beautiful. It is, well, actually, there's just a lot of big blue right there. We have a sliver of land right there, but on the other side, where we are going, there is absolutely nothing. For a little while. For a little while. So, yeah. But actually, we should be seeing some land in the distance. Ah, actually, we are. Yeah. Okay, so there, if you guys can just barely make it out, there, right there. There is Sweden, Sverige, and there is Finland. Haha. We actually can see both countries. There we are. Yeah, that's Sweden. That's Finland. We are headed at the moment towards Stockholm. Stockholm, Sweden, the capital of Sweden, where we will be landing. And tomorrow we will be taking off, flying over from Stockholm to Gothenburg, Karlstad, and on to Torby. Yeah, that's the one. So that's where we will be headed for. As I said, so far I have truly been enjoying Scandinavia. It is such a beautiful place to fly over. It is the forests are amazing. Bye Finland, hi Sweden. Exactly. Bye Finland. Hi Sweden. There we are. That's Sweden right there. Yes, there is. Oh, by the way, guys, let's see what the wind is doing at the moment. 33 knots, of course it is. It's still blowing strong. Yes, it is. Ah, the joys. This is going to be an interesting landing. Oh god, I'm going to die, am I? Oh no. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. But yeah, by the way, guys, make sure to remind me that my sensitivity settings has changed a little bit. So yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, that actually quite true what you say there. Does that mean that the wind can actually run you out of fuel faster? Yeah, it can. Because you're flying against the wind, it takes more power and hence more fuel to actually reach your destination. So that means that you might burn a little bit more fuel. On the other hand, if you have a tailwind, for instance, you might actually fly faster. That's the reason why there are certain, well, you call it, let's call them highways for aircraft. That are flying from Europe to America and back again. If you fly to America, usually you fly over Greenland because the airflow is from east to west. And if you fly back from the Americas, you usually fly over South America towards Africa, which means that the winds are from west to east. So that's actually true. Yeah, and that means that they take up less fuel, even if they have to fly around a little bit. So basically it's kind of a circle. If you let me show you guys. So we have basically the Atlantic crossing right here, and if planes fly from Europe towards America, they usually fly over Greenland like that, because the wind is flying from the east side to the west side. And if they fly back, they usually fly back like that, from west to east. Simply because the wind is actually pushing you along. And that takes less fuel. So yeah, that's exactly the reason why. Unless I'm wrong, but I think that's the reason why, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, we are now... Oh, by the way, how much do we need to go? Oh, 54 nautical miles, so that's cool. Hey, Pratik, thank you very much for joining me, man. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a wonderful time here. We are now flying towards towards Sweden. We just that's Finland right there, and we are now flying on towards Sweden right there. And as I said, I hope you have a wonderful day and hope you have a smile on your face. As of now, we are headed towards Stockholm, so that's pretty dang cool. I'm hoping to see a few landmarks right there. We are looking for the Ericsson globe, which is basically a sort of like bulbous white dome thing. So yeah, it's thank you. By the way, am I saying your name right? If I'm not, please correct me. I'm butchering every name and every single town that I can find in game. I've just butchered basically the entire Finnish language right there. So yeah. Once again, to all my Finnish friends, I am truly sorry. I am truly sorry. Yeah. Yes, I am acknowledging. Sometimes they're so bossy, the ATC. The ATC is so bossy, you know. I mean, what do they know? I'm just flying here. I'm minding my own business. Maybe I should listen to the ATC. Although yesterday it was really weird. We were, I'm doing at the moment a VFR flight, and we were heading towards Vaasa. Actually, when I tried to land, it said my landing was denied, and there was only an IFR landing possible. Strange. So yeah, that was really weird. I never, ever, ever had that before. Never. But hey, apparently that's a thing. Apparently that's a thing. I didn't know. But then I changed I think, I'm not sure what we changed. Did we change the time? I think we changed the time of day, and then I was able to land. It was really weird. It was really strange. Now we should be. I think I'm going to lose a little bit of down there, right here, a little bit of altitude to make sure that that we can see the beautiful countryside of Sweden, and even then better, take in the wonderful sights of Stockholm. Because we are getting close, guys. We are definitely getting close. Now I made a rather strange turn, if you can see that. Let me pull up the VFR map right here. My flight path will take me all the way along there, and then we will be doing a sort of strange U-turn, which means we will be heading on to runway 16. So I'm pretty sure I still have to alter that right there, the navigation aid right there, and but with a bit of luck, we will be flying over all the lovely sights. Yeah, exactly. I think that was exactly the problem that we had, Sertlo. That was, yeah. I think that was exactly the problem, because when I changed the daytime actually again, I could land. So, and I had to ignore some. There was an option in the ATC list that I had to ignore something, or some ignore VFR or IFR or something like that, and then I was able to land. So it was really strange. But it was something I never had before, so that was new to me. And of course, if you have something new, there's something new to learn. So that's good. That is good. That's never ever a bad thing. Learning is never a bad thing. Science for the win. So there. Now let's see if we can take this this bucket of bolts a little bit down towards the lovely coastline of Sweden right there. And then we are moving on towards Stockholm. That's the coastline right there. Still haven't found a ship. But I will be looking into the shipping settings, the ship settings. Maybe I'll add a few more ships just to make sure that that we'll see some traffic, because, well, let's face it, there's basically nothing down there. It's just a big empty. And I find that that's somewhat of a shame. You know, you can see the traffic on the roads and stuff like that. No boats anywhere. It's yeah. I mean, I get the train thing. I get that, you know. But it would be nice if it would have been nice if you see a few more boats. And I know this is Flight Simulator, not Boat Simulator, of course, I know. But still, it adds a little bit more realism. And I do like the realism in this game. Let's face it, it is pretty dang awesome. It is pretty dang awesome. I mean, hello. There's Sweden right there in all its glory, in all its beauty, guys. And we're not missing out on anything. Lovely little towns right there. I mean, all those little houses dotted around. Those little marinas and stuff like that. Thank you for the follow, Damwai. Dan, thank you very much, man. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And have a smile on your face, more importantly. That's even more important. So yeah, man, it looks so good, this. Look at those little tiny inlets there, those little tiny villages, and wow. I mean, this is so dang beautiful. This is truly beautiful. Now we are headed towards the southwestern direction, and as I said, we will be. They didn't end well. Well, keep on practicing. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Keep on practicing and don't give up, because trust me, it will be worth it, man. It will be dang worth it. Trust me, it will. As you can see, man, it is the most amazing game I have ever played. It is the best simulation I've ever seen. I mean, this is wow. Hey, Londaloo, man, good to see you. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're having a wonderful time, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah. Hope you are doing great. Hello. Hello, London. Hello, Lou. Hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. We are now, we just flew from Finland right there. Well, you can't see it anymore, but it's way there in the distance, trust me. And we are now flying all the way towards this is Sweden, where we are now. Yeah. Yeah, practice makes perfect, guys. It does. It truly does, you know. It's the only thing I can tell you guys, what does help, however, is a good controller. So either a game controller or a HOTAS, which helps, you know, hands on throttle and stick, a throttle and a stick. Or in my case, I have I'm really fortunate. I got my hands on a Logitech Flight Yoke, but yeah, I mean, it does help out a lot with control. It truly does help, especially with things like trimming, which is really important to learn. If you trim your aircraft, you do not have to move your control surfaces as much. You can see it basically down here. I'm constantly trying to right down there in the corner. I'm not sure if you can, right there. If you can see that, I can trim all the way up and down and get the hang on trimming. Especially if you're flying prop airplanes like this, get your hands on trimming. Get to learn that quickly. And if you got the hang of that, you're good to go. You're golden. You're basically golden. So yeah, it's. But if you get the hang of it, it is the most wonderful simulation you have ever played. I mean, look at these views, guys. Look at that. That is Sweden in all its beauty. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, and you know, I must admit that the tutorial that you get with the 152 in game is actually pretty good. It actually learns a lot. You can learn a lot from that. And other than that, go look at other streamers, of course, like me or or better ones. There are a lot. There are a few out there. The one I can truly recommend is the Flying Fabio. That dude is awesome. I mean, that dude is really amazing. And you learn a lot from him, especially because he is actually a pilot and he can. He explains exactly how he does. He flies a lot more realistic than I do. This is simply, what I'm doing is a simple VFR flight, having fun flying all around the world with you guys and just taking in the views and enjoying this simulator for what it is. But of course you can take it up a lot of notches and make it do it a lot more realistic than I'm doing. VFR is the most simple flight that you can do, basically. And but of course, you also have IFR, instrumental flight rules, instrument flight rules, of course. So there are a lot of things you can learn in this simulation, and there are a lot of ways to learn it. I mean, there are also a lot of craft to learn it in. I mean, this is basically one of the simplest you can do it in, but I mean, you can go all the way up to commercial aircraft. So that's really cool. And I really truly recommend that you do. Find one of the crafts that you like, and get to know every intricate little thing of it. You know? Stick with it for a while. Stick with it for a while. That's not a bad thing, actually. That's not a bad thing. And Cessnas are really forgiving. So if you start out in this game, I can truly recommend flying the G1000 172 or the 152. Especially the G1000 is very nice because, well, basically, it gives you a GPS. The Garmin 1000 GPS, that's what it stands for. G1000 is Garmin 1000, so that's what it stands for. And it has this installed. The NDF and the PDF of the both these screens, and they help out a lot. I mean, you can set your autopilot right there. You have a lot of information. For instance, the wind information. You can do quite easily. You can do ILS landings if you want. You know, it's really cool. So yeah, and it's really forgiving. I mean, you can really throw this craft about a lot and still come out on top. You can't do acrobatics with it. No, you cannot do that. That's something you can't do. Trust me, I learned from experience, said the dumbass. But yeah, it's it does for what it does. I mean, it does help you out quite a lot, actually. Yappity. Let's see how far we are off. We are now at least 30 nautical miles towards our next turn. But our turn takes us directly over Stockholm. So by the time we reach the 30 nautical miles, we should be able to start working towards our landing. So yeah. But where is the wind coming from? Because I'm still pushed around. It should be actually pushing me the other way, but now we are flying at the moment at a comfortable 2,000 feet. So that's let's see if the 2,100 feet actually. I keep forgetting to set the altimeter right there. And then Stockholm should be starting to show up in the distance in about 5 to 10 minutes time. I think we still have like maybe 15 to 20 minutes of flight time left. And then we will be able to set in our landing. And that will be the most interesting part. Because, as I said, we still have a 30 knot headwind. So that's, for now, that's very interesting. Because I'm not sure how the landing will work. When I landed, when I took off this 2 hours ago, it nearly killed me. So yeah, let's see. Let's put the header on 16 because that's where we are going. We will be landing, I think, on runway 16. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's 16. Yeah, that's 16. Right there. Why is my trim not working at the moment? I'm not trimming. What's going on? My trim just cut out. Why is that not working? Alright, I'm getting scared. Yeah. Apparently my trim isn't working anymore. It's not detecting my trim. That is strange. I cannot change my trim. What's going on? Oh! Apparently I turned my autopilot on! So yeah! Apparently I turned my autopilot on! Well, the thing is, okay, let me show you, Maud. When you take off, you have your flight yoke, which basically means if you push forward, your nose goes down. If you push backwards, your nose goes up. As such. Nose goes down, nose goes up. Easy. However, that if you have to do that constantly, basically your flight will come down to constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, if that's not motion sickness, I don't know what is. You cannot fine-tune your flight level with that. There we go. Now it's climbing as an idiot, and that's not what we want. Let me level out first a little bit. Let me level out a little bit. So there. I'm not sure. I think most of the waves actually look the same. Unfortunately. I think most of the waves actually look the same, Pratik. I think it does. Pratik, yeah. Unfortunately. However, there is a difference in the way the waves behave when it's more windy and less windy. So if it's less windy, the waves look less choppy. And, well, we just flew over the Bothnian Bay. And you could see that because it's very windy at the moment, you could see the actual choppiness of the waves become more. So yeah, that actually does have an influence. So wind does have an influence. Okay, so now we did I showed you what you were doing. Basically, we're going up and down, up and down. That's not a good thing. That's not something you want. So what you actually want to do when you're in a craft like this, you can look down here, and there is what they call a trim wheel, which is you can turn that up and down. Now, if I turn it down, you can see it go up right there. And if I push it down again, it goes down. So that's basically what you do to control your craft. That's basically what you do to control your craft. And what you want is that if you look there to the right here, next to the altitude, you see the VS. That's vertical speed, and that means that that's the way I'm going up and down. You want that actually control. You control that, the vertical speed, actually with your trim. So that if that levels out a lot, basically that means that you can then control your flight much better. It's much easier in taking off and landing again also. So yeah, that's basically what trim is for. You can kind of compare it with if you have a cruise control in your car and you try to you can increase and decrease the speed of your car. Basically, it's the same thing. Just to keep the distance between other cars, you can use the trim basically to attain a certain flight level easily. So that's basically somewhat what it comes down to. It's not an accurate description, but yeah, that's actually what it kind of does. So it makes your movements in the air much smoother, and that also, of course, prevents you puking out your lunch, which is very helpful at times, especially when you're in an aircraft. That helps out a lot, let's face it. Now, I think right there in the distance is the bay that heads towards Stockholm right there. But I am turning a little bit, trying to get on that pink line right there. And that way we can follow the GPS coordinates a little bit better and do a little bit better fly around across Stockholm. Also, by the way, controlling your altitude is also, of course, possible by controlling the airspeed. So if I point my nose down, for instance, you can see the airspeed going up, which means it actually basically it forces my plane up, the nose of my plane up again. So it wants to go up. And you can correct that by basically pulling back on the throttle. So you're constantly playing with your airspeed, your trim control. It's constantly a dance between those settings. Yeah. And that is why a good controller also helps out. I mean, all the settings for the throttle control that I have is very accurate when I want to control the speed of my aircraft, which is very handy. It's a lot harder to do, for instance, on a joystick controller or an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. However, there are people who are doing that, and I mean, more power to them. I mean, kudos. I cannot do that. I truly can't. I mean, I can use it for flying, for controlling the camera views of certain outside views. You can control that with a controller, but other than that, in this simulation, I would not be able to. There are even people flying with keyboard and mouse. I mean, I have no clue how they do that, but man, that is not something I can do. As I said, I am truly blessed. I know I am, because it is still very, very hard to get your hands on a flight yoke. Either it being the Logitech one, which I have, or even the higher price ones like Honeycomb, or I think even Yoko is sold out, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of those controllers and throttle controllers are actually all sold out. So yeah, if you can get your hands on one and you truly enjoy this game and you can get your hands on one, I suggest you do so. I suggest you do so. It truly does help your game a lot. It enhances your game so much. It makes landings and takeoffs much easier. And of course, also having a rudder also helps quite a bit. But that mostly helps with either landings or takeoffs and taxiing around. So yeah, which should be very interesting in a few minutes. Yeah, that's coming up, the landing. And hey, Yuri, man, good to see you, dude. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I was missing you. Yep. So yeah. Yeah, you tuned in at the end, unfortunately, man. Unfortunately. Yeah, somehow my reminder did not go off. It was really weird. At least that's what I heard. So Twitch is twitchy again. But yeah, it's you unfortunately, or even fortunately, Flo was so kind to clip my takeoff, which was interesting. Yeah, I nearly crashed. I nearly crashed taking off. I basically was blown off the runway and could just barely brake at the last second before I crashed. So I managed to save my plane and turned around, took off again, which was really hard. And then yeah, it was really close. We are now at the moment flying we flew from Finland, as you know. We are now heading towards Stockholm. And tomorrow we will be flying, of course, from Stockholm to Gothenburg, and I think, can you see that clip? Let me see. I'm not sure if I can pull it up. Let me see. Let me see. Content clips. It's on my channel. That should be the one. Yeah, that's the one. Let me see, guys. There. Copy. And paste. Nope, that's not the one. Why is this not open? Oh, there we are. Paste. That's the clip. Yep, right there. Maybe even inverted. Oh yeah, guys who do not know Yuri, by the way, Yuri is one of our frequent flyers. He flies along usually on Free Flight Fridays. Last Free Flight Friday, he flew completely upside down. Yeah, He flew it in a Diamond DA-40 and flew the entire flight upside down, even landed basically upside down. Well, the landing was, yeah, kind of iffy, but but yeah, and since then he has the nickname the Inverter. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's exactly, Flo, thank you very much. Yeah, and there's the clip, exactly. So yeah, it's that's the one, yeah. But yeah, it's the Inverter. Sounds like a villain. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Never mind. But yeah, it's the Inverter. Bring in the Inverter. We will make you talk. Yeah, it's hey, Swordfish man, good to see you. Thank you for joining me here in the last few minutes of our flight. Sorry, man, we have been on the way for like 2 hours, and yeah, it's we are now heading on towards Stockholm. Hope you have a wonderful day, Swordfish. Hope you have a wonderful day. Of course, as always, man. Good to see you. So yeah, it's we are now headed towards Stockholm. And yeah, if you do not listen, we shall be sending the Inverter. Or that, or Endalia with the banhammer, of course. And she will smash you to little tiny bits. Yes, and you will enjoy it. So now we are, these are the outskirts of Stockholm. Stockholm is right there in the distance. We will be then heading towards the, at least I will enjoy it. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Cadilu with ink. No, 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 no. It's Endalia with ink. Even more than Cadilu. Trust me. Trust me on that one. Yeah, we are now headed towards Stockholm. Stockholm should be right there. So in a little bit we will be making a left-hand turn. Flying parallel along the runway over Stockholm. We will be taking in a few sites here and there. The Imperial Palace for one. We will also trying to find the Ericsson Globe, which is actually a landmark. And then we are going to try and land on Stockholm Airport. We are going to try and land, and that will be interesting. Seeing as at the moment we still have, let's see, what's the wind? It is dying down slowly, 27 knots. So it is getting somewhat better, but yeah, it's still very, very strong winds. Very strong winds. And it was gusting when we were taking off, which was really nasty. But yeah, it's emphasis on try. Yeah, exactly, emphasis on try. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to this, guys. I am actually really anxious. I am truly anxious. I am, well, scared is not the good word, but yeah. I am kind of nervous. I am kind of nervous, yeah. So she is the source of all ink evil. Indeed she is. Indeed she is. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's just say interesting. Alright guys, we are now slowly but steadily heading towards... I am taking back the power a little bit. As you guys can see right there, the throttle is going down. We are now heading towards... we are now flying at 2300 RPM, so that's good. That is good. And then... Good. We are then heading towards... yeah. Stockholm right there in the distance. Stockholm right there in the distance. We are now heading down quite a bit. So let's level out at about 1500 feet. That should be good enough. Yeah, 1700 feet. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's kind of, this is kind of good. Yeah, this is kind of good. I'll take that. Slowly but steadily bleeding off speed. That should be, we should be now heading towards about 190, between 90 and 100 knots. That should be the speed that I'm looking for. And we are still heading towards the second to last waypoint. The second to last waypoint should be, we should be hitting that actually pretty dang soon. As I said, about 90 knots. That's kind of good. That's kind of good. Yeah. These are the outskirts of Stockholm, where we are now. A few little towns. I'm making my turn right now, although it says it's. There we go.
Scandinavian Flight 36, you are 21 miles northwest.
All right.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway 26
And that
approach.
should be. There is the landing site where we are headed for. Right there. If you can barely make it out in the distance, but it's right there. That's where we will be landing. This is Stockholm. If I'm not mistaken, is that? Or no, that's the one. That should be the one. Yeah. Exactly, that's the one. Right there. We need to talk about the ducks. Oh yeah. We need to talk about the ducks. James Veach for the win. James Veach for the win. Oh yes. If you do not know this reference, by the way, we need to talk about the ducks. Look up James Veach with V Victor. He is truly, truly funny. A very good stand-up comedian, and has a few, has a lot of. He does a lot with PowerPoint presentations and email spamming. That guy is genius. He is truly funny. All right. So there in the now I said that. No, that is the runway right there. He did. Actually, he did. No. Like, what kind of accusations do you mean? Well, it does surprise me, actually. Really? Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I did not know that. I did not know that. Oh god, I hope not. That is a bit of a shame. I did not expect that actually from him. No. I did not expect that from him. Let me see, guys, by the way. No, the airport should be somewhere over there. We are flying basically next to it, but yeah. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wow. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Let me see. By the way, guys, let's head back before I bury myself straight into the ground again, which is not the thing. Yeah. Let me have a look. These are very prominent Hamnatar buildings. I believe it's. Let me have a look. That's the. Oh, Hutterget. Hutterget, I think, yeah. Those are very prominent buildings right there. So I should be making a turn right there somewhere. And then. Yeah. Alright, guys, alright. There in the distance, by the way, is the Ericsson Globe. We will be flying closer to that, of course. We will be flying closer towards that. But there is the Ericsson Globe. Which means that the... Let me have a look. the presidential building should be right there. And then the runway should be somewhere over there. Yeah, there is the runway, right there. Yep, there it is. I can see it right there. Okay, so the plan is as follows. Ah, there it shows up again now. Ah, there we go. Ericsson Globe, right there. There we are. What is the wind like at the moment? Still 27 knots. That's not good. That's very interesting. Let's have a sip. Oop. All right. Now, Joe Biden's finger. It is, yeah. I can imagine that, and I'm not sure that this will come out for a Mac anyway. Yeah. Well, bootcamp. I'm not sure if that will work actually. Yeah, it is. It is kind of cool, isn't it? The bridge right there. But yeah, man, it is so freaking beautiful. It is amazing. It is so amazing. This game. You can see so much. I mean, we are now. This is Stockholm right here where we are flying, and it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I mean, I've never ever would expect that to see something like this in a simulation ever. But it looks mind-blowingly good, man. It looks mind-blowingly good. I mean, wow. Yeah, it does indeed, London. It does indeed, Lou. It does indeed. Yeah, it does. And I truly have to admit, I am very blessed with what I've got. I mean, I've got a 2080 Ti. I've got a Core i9, which is unlocked, 9900K. You know, 32 gigs of RAM. So yeah, I can basically set everything to ultra and have still very good frame rates. But yeah, that does help out a lot, and I'm quite aware at how blessed I am, man. I am quite aware at how blessed I am. So yeah, it's not bragging. It's just simply I am really blessed with what I got, and that gives me these beautiful pictures. I mean, it does. These beautiful scenes. It really does help out. It should be, yeah, it should be, Jamal. Old Town is right there, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the presidential palace as well. So what I'm wanting to do is actually turn onto the south, and then basically head over Old Town, then straight onto the to the runway. So yeah, that's where I'm going to. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does actually. Even at medium or high settings, this game still looks amazing. It looks really good even at medium or high settings. I must admit, it looks a lot better at high settings. But if I run this game, for instance, on high at 1080p, it looks still really good. And yeah. I play 1440p, Yuri. I play 1440. Yeah, basically what you guys see is 1080. What you guys see is 1080 because basically that's only what OBS can stream and Twitch. But I play myself at 1440. It looks a lot better actually. It looks so much crisper and sharper than at 1080. To be honest. But yeah, it's still at 1080. It looks really good. It does look really good. And everything else is on ultra, or some settings are on high, but not that much. It's like basically like a few drawing distance things, and but clouds, for instance, are on ultra. Scenery settings are on ultra. So yeah, so that basically, if you look down, it looks good. You can see the cars driving around right there, and I mean, it's yeah. So that does help out a lot. It helps out a lot. And I think there is the presidential palace. Yeah, and there is the runway. There is the runway. And that's the Ericsson Globe building. Looks really awesome, actually. That's by the way, that is a hand-drawn landmark. That's basically in the game. I did not import this. It is simply in the game. That's what it looks like. The sun bouncing off it. That's the Ericsson building right there. It did. They finally fixed the 747 autopilot. Really, that's good to hear, man. That is good to hear. That's going to be help out a lot of people. Yeah. That's good to hear. That's really good. All right, guys, let's head over. That was the right there. That's the Ericsson building, the landmark. Really cool. Also, it looks like they did something to the water and the bridges. It somewhat looks better. Now there, that should be the. Let's see if I can turn back and then turn back to the towards the east a little bit, and then head back up up west again, and then we fly low over the old town and the presidential palace. It should be there. All right, let's. Yep. No. We don't want to gain height. We do not want to gain height. No. Nay, I say. Nay. Nay. Alright, let's turn a little bit to the left. No, I'm heading a bit steep, but yeah, it's I'm banking a bit sharply, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're doing good. We're doing good. Nay! Nay, I say. No, we're not horses. Horses. La la la. Slowly but steadily getting up into the Christmas spirit. How are you guys, by the way, holding up? I mean, we've passed Halloween right now. So, yeah. The Christmas where? Hi, Price Gum. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are now slowly flying over Stockholm right here. And hey, thank you very much for the follow, Harder Toady. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Yeah, but yeah, it's going well. It's going well. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. Yeah. Hello, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Harder Toady. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Yes. Let's see if we can contact the airport and see if we can do a full stop
Brahma
landing.
Tower, Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra November Golf,
By the way.
7 miles east with Yankee to land.
Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra November Golf, Brahma Tower.
Runway 30.
Runway 30.
Yeah, that's the one we want. That's runway 30 right there. All right, now we are heading over towards, let's see, I want that heading on runway 30. There, that's close enough. Yep, runway 30, right there. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so this right there should be the Old Town part. We flew over it a little bit right there. By the way, Stockholm was settled by Vikings, actually. It was created by Vikings. How cool is that? It's a Viking city. Next Friday is Friday the 13th. It actually is. Oh, we are screwed. This is the presidential palace, which looks completely crap. Let's face it. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. Yep. And there are no, unfortunately, there are no custom-made sceneries for it. But yeah, it's that's a bit of a shame. Apparently that's the presidential palace right there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. So yeah, we are now flying over Stockholm, and we are headed towards runway 30. And it's right there in the distance, as you guys can see. Now, wish me luck, because this is going to be interesting, guys. Everyone flying with me is screwed. Oh, indeed. Indeed they are. But that's usually the case anyway, isn't it? Just saying. Just saying. Alright, that's where we are headed, guys. Runway 30. And then we should be landing. Funny thing is, it's still giving me the wrong GPS coordinates. That's really annoying. But hey, it is what it is. All right, let's see if we can line up this puppy right there for the runway. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. This is going to be interesting. Oh, guys, keep your fingers crossed. I am. I know I am. Airport in the city, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Work with me, baby. 16 knots, actually. That's not bad. That is not bad, actually. Crazy sweets. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a airport in the middle of London City? London City Airport? Yeah, there is water all around it. It's a really strange airport. Yeah, it was really, really weird. Yeah, well, in case of wildfire. Yeah, exactly. In case something goes wrong, you just steer either to the left or the right, and you're good to go. You're basically in a pond. All right, guys. Oh, need a little bit more power. Yeah, a little bit more. But we are still going good. Yeah, it is really weird, London Airport. I saw it. It was really strange. But pretty cool. I saw it on Flying Fabio's stream. That was really, yeah. It was really, he showed it. It was really interesting. Alright, guys. Now, this is going well. As of now. This is going pretty well. Hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. I cannot pronounce that. I cannot pronounce that. But thank you for the follow. I'm going to try in just a minute. And now I'm really concentrating. Yeah. Here we are. Well, I'm a little bit off. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ilyesdu. It's on Ilyesdu, I think. I'm not sure, but thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, we just landed in Stockholm. And actually, that wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. It was a lot. Yeah, I have to drive around the airport again, don't I? Yeah. 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 Circle the entire thing. Yeah. Yep. Yes, I want to exit the runway when it's enabled, but I can't. There's no way to go. Well, I was really worried about the wind, to be honest. I was really worried. Oh, there we go. There's our turnoff. Yeah. There's our turnoff right there, but the wind is really strong. Look at that windsock right there, guys. That's nearly in. It's hanging. It's basically facing out straight. That's wow.
Cessna Sierra November Golf, turn next taxiway.
Yes. There we go. Turn next taxiway.
Cessna Sierra November.
Tune in.
Follow airport information Yankee 13000.
121.605 for Cessna
All
Sierra
right. So
November
where
Golf.
am I heading right now? Where is it taking me? It's taking me right there. And then I request to taxi to parking.
From ground Cessna Papa Hotel, Sierra November Golf,
Yeah?
request taxi to parking.
So I'm still going pretty okay, and it's like, that's close. That's not bad, actually.
Parking via taxiway.
Usually it basically pushes me all around the airport. Let's just say, normally it would send me basically to downtown Stockholm, find a car park, and park my aircraft right there. Yeah. So, but this is good. Actually, the last 2 or 3 times it was actually not very bad. But yeah. Yes, I heard your last transmission. Yes, dear, I heard it.
Taxiing to general aviation parking.
I
using
heard it.
taxiway Cessna
But this is
Sierra
close.
November.
Look at this, guys. Dang. This is really... actually, I like this airport a lot. On the right side of the runway. Yeah, that will help. Yeah, that will help. Indeed. Indeed, Flo. That will help. Alright. Let's turn around. Make sure we don't kill those guys right there. Because let's face it, they help us out a lot. And we are done. Oh, yeah. There we are, guys and gals. We have landed. Something I did not expect, actually. Something I did not expect. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, the winds that were when we took off, it was a really, really nasty side wind. I mean, we were blown off the runway. No kidding, we were blown off the runway, and eventually we turned around, got to take off, and that, well, that helped out a lot. Got in the air, flew all the way along the coast of Finland with gusts of wind up to 40 knots. I should not have been in the air, but let's face it, I'm an idiot, so of course I'm going up in the air. And we finally landed on Stockholm. I was afraid that we still will have gusting winds up to 20 to 30 knots. But yeah, it worked out. Thank you, Jamel. Thank you very much. And yes, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Tomorrow I will be flying across Sweden with you guys. Tomorrow is Free Flight Friday. You can download the flight plan for tomorrow by doing the triple F command in chat. See you tomorrow, guys. And if you guys want to stick around for a raid, you can. Let's see who we can raid today. Let's raid Weem. Yeah, let's raid Weem. Let's do that. As I said, we are going tomorrow. We are doing a Free Flight Friday. You can join me. Either you can find it there in the chat as Yuri just linked, or go to my Discord channel. You can find it there in the flight plans and download it to your heart's content. Also, I will be uploading there all the flights that I'm doing right now. So yeah, you can do that as well. So let's see if we can raid our good friend Weem. He deserves it. All right, let's go. Guys, thank you very much. And I hope to see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. See you then, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to smile.